stay flawless. Knees hit ground every dawn, he promised. Send me first, let me stand in the smoke. I'll be the wall when the line get broke. Demons spit lies, try to twist that calling. He just grin, keep marching, mauling. Horns in the fall, but the songs ring louder. Every jab holy, every cut shower. Mountain in his chest, that breath so steady. Swing like a storm when the clouds get heavy. Fire in the pit, but the sky got favor. He ain't chasing glory, he chasing the savior. Yeah, yeah. Firm when the ground start breaking. Who still prays when the hands start shaking? Yeah. Nella march in where the fear run thin. Yeah. Snow on his boots, but the flames stay brim.
Can't stand firm, but the house start breaking. Who still prays when the hands start shaking? Yeah. Never one marching with the fear of king. Yeah. Chill on his boots, but the hands ain't hanging. Nella by the holy rage when the devil speak. Spear up high, let the heavens see. You don't bleed like he bleed for the king. Shield up front, he don't step back. One against legions, he love that clash. Blade in the dark, but his blade don't crack. Now they're all walking and they all fall flat. Yeah, all flat.
Yeah, all flat.
From the highest peak, breath like winter, eyes like judgment, say his name.
Yeah, yeah. Still in his crib, that spear like thunder. Shit on his arm, that clay make him crumble. Snow in his beard, that frost on his knuckles. Walk through the blizzard like it's his puddles. Boots crack stone, every step like scripture. Name carved deep in the canyon fissure. Nella, chosen, mountain blood soldier. Halo on tilt on a war-torn shoulder. Demons in the valley, they circle and chatter. T-trip tall, but they bones all scatter. He don't bark back, he just stroll real quiet. One swing and the whole camp silent.
Nella by the highest peak, holy rage when the devil speak. Spear up high, let the heavens see. You don't bleed like he bleed for the king. Shield up front, he don't step back. One against legions, he love that clash. Blade in the dark, but his faith don't crack. Nella walking and they all fall flat.
I'm all scarred, but the heart stay flawless. Knees hit ground every dawn, he promised. Send me first, let me stand in the smoke. I'll be the wall when the line get broke. Demons spit lies, try to twist that calling. He just grin, keep marching, mauling. Horns in the fall, but the songs ring louder. Every jab holy, every cut shower. Mountain in his chest, that breath so steady. Swing like a storm when the clouds get heavy. Fire in the pit, but the sky got favor. He ain't chasing glory, he chasing the savior. Yeah, yeah.
Never but the highest peak, holy rage when the devil speak. Spear up high, let the heavens see. You don't bleed like he bleed for the king. Shield up front, he don't step back. One against legions, he love that clash. Blade in the dark, but his faith don't crack. Never walking and they all fall flat. All fall.
Who stand firm when the ground start breaking? Who still prays when the hands start shaking?
Yeah.
Nella march in where the fear run thin.
Yeah.
Snow on his boots, but the flames stay brim.
Can't stand firm, but the house start breaking. Who still prays when the hands start shaking? Yeah. Never one marching with the fear of king. Yeah. Chill on his boots, but the hands ain't hanging. Nella by the highest peak, holy rage when the
Till the numbers on the page match the earthquakes. I've been flag struck, shadow in the feed, but I stand like a tower, hold a shield for the weak. Every fall, every strike, that's another scar earned. Algorithm aiming at me, but I've already learned. I keep falling, but I keep coming back stronger.
All right, that Hello, everyone. It's 12 a.m. I can't be loud. People are sleepy. My window is open, and all I hear in the background is my 3D printer going. So this is the ASMR. You know, that is a lot of shit. Anyways. Just cannot make that lower. Water is low enough. Alright. And you'll see why I took half of my fucking headphone off. It's because it's so I can hear myself.
Guys, Ross.
Alright. So how are we all doing today? Hello everybody and welcome to another stream. And I just intentionally mogged for no fucking reason. Alright, let's see. That's my test section.
The alpha. I am the alpha male.
How you doing, Luca? How you doing, my man? He's late. I'm never late. I'm always on time, now you know this. How's the talks of the voting of the two lesser evils? I saw that in Gamza's chat. It's so beautiful. It was a beautiful conversation that I've ever seen. I was tearing. Oh wait, no, I'm not gonna do that. For a second, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my water spray, and then this is not water spray. Gotta dry myself up real quick, and then I intentionally grabbed this. Not advertised. Like I don't have my water bottle, water spray thing, or else actually. I mean, I could grab this water bottle, take off the lid, and just splatter the whole thing on my face and be like, oh my god, I'm tearing so much. So beautiful. So beautiful. Alright, who's next? Reaper. How you doing, my good man? Welcome to the chat. Hey Nellup, if you had your own chapter or legion, what would it be like? Would it be like Minotaurs, but in white armor? One moment, because I am technically making my own chapter. It's like Celestial Lions but reverse, so let me go get it. Nope. Wrong one. That's that. Got my unofficial firstborn marine. If it focuses, please focus. Please, Becky, let me smash, please. Fucking. It's really hard because I have to do inverse. Anyways, there's the colors. Now for the name of it, I have no idea. Because at first I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make Celestial Lions by reverse. Because they're meant to have a blue helmet, blue the shoulder pads and all that. And I'm like, I'm gonna make them black. Black and gold. And then blue helmet. If it fucking focuses. Ooh. Fuck it, I can't be fucked. Actually, where does it get the most detail? Can't be fucked. Anyways, it's meant to be blue, black, gold, and it's got purple lenses. Because I always did blue, red, and I think it's yellow. But I was like, oh, let me try purple. But problem is, I got dark purple and not light purple. But yeah, I don't know what name will be, but color scheme, I figured it out. But what annoys me is it's really hard to find gold spray paint. It actually pisses me off. It's really hard to find gold paint, man. It's so fucking annoying. Like, I have to... Like, I found one spray paint, but it's absolute dog shit, so I have to find a different one. So there's that. Anyways.
It's supposed to be celestial lines by rumors.
If it fucking focuses. Oh, it darkens the background, but not focus. Fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck this piece of shit camera.
It's meant to be a stream camera that focuses things whenever it's close to it, but fuck it.
It is but I do like the art. Oh yeah, the intro.
Yeah, intro very nice.
I was like, this one looks good. And if I wanted to do something, that's fine. Hello Nelly, how's your wife? Immediately ignored. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, fallen Greekoid. American now disowns you from larger Greek American Brotherhood. I don't care. I don't care. That would be burned. Everything is canon, so it's nothing. True. I play Arknights. I forgive you, Luca. Is there anyone else? The opposite of Celestial Lions. Void Tigers. Maybe. We'll find something. Don't worry. I'll figure out something if I even bother to. Alright. Good morning, fellow humans. Hey, man. How you doing? How do I even pronounce your name? I'm gonna butcher it, and I don't care. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Amesu same as it. I can't be fucked. Your name is Amy. I can't be fucking bothered. Alright. Okay. Now let's get to the juicy part, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so today I fucking forgot to do the chat. No problem. I honestly cannot be fucked. Actually, unless... Can I do something real quick? Transform, order... Was it there in preferences? Whatever. Chat box is there. But I just can't recall if I had to put a background. It was a little bit hard. Have you already spoke about the new rebrand of Citadel paintbots? Yes, I have. I just don't pop up often because, what was it? This whole week, it's nothing but family, work, and fucking heat. There is nothing worse that I fucking despise is heat. Let me show you. Smoother brand, smoother paints, marketing masterpiece. Let's check the comments real quick. Solar slops. Don't forget smoother brains. Glad I DM you that link. Thank you, my good man. What was it? Yeah, smoother brain, car emoji, same shit, different pot. Yeah, pretty much. Like it's funny because the pots are exactly the same. Dude, it's fucking paint. Okay. Yeah. But it's a very shit paint as well. Anyways. Basic shit. So this is like what, third time that I'm streaming this week. And then hopefully when I come back, I will just do little things. All right. Oh, you little bitch. You little bitch. Okay, if you guys saw the thumbnail of the stream, I managed to get the one where he has two headphones around his neck and headphones, and his ears are not like that. Okay. let us stop the music for a moment. Okay, so it's just gonna be a chill night. Nothing too much. Nothing too bad. Nothing blah 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 blah. So we gotta either have Varrock talking about prices, whatever, about the tournament, or for some fucking reason we're gonna be talking about 16 minutes about a fucking paint. 16 minutes. Let me fix that. Eh. Actually, you guys can't see it. I really need to fix this. I shit you not. 16 fucking minutes to talk about just a redesign for paint. This motherfucker is more thirsty to be relevant again than anything else. What the fuck? Meanwhile, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna lay back a bit, maybe do some streams, and then come back if I want to. And this motherfucker's like, I'm gonna make myself relevant again. Today's all that shit. Oh, there's new 40k news coming out. Yes, we know you're talking about paint for fucking. I can't yell, so I'm gonna be fake shouting. 16 minutes! Are you fucking kidding me? 16 minutes. 16 fucking minutes. To talk about paint. Like, I get it. Paint, blah, 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 blah. It's just... Guys. Clearly, he's got something very, very important to talk about. And it's not just the paint. It must be more than that. We're going to have to see what more is there to him fluff the fuck out of a thing this paint. Okay. This reminds me of the brand change. And obviously it was the first time shit and all that, blah, 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 blah. I remember I was like curious. I'm like, oh yeah, what do you guys think about this, this change of the logo, the 40k logo that they did? Mixed responses for me. It was essentially like, oh, it's just a brand. Who cares? And then some of them are like, what the fuck? No. It was basically that type of mixed reaction. There's no flavor anymore. What the fuck? Who the fuck grabbed an iron and flattened the shit out of it? Honestly, that was pretty funny. That was very, very funny. Okay. I think I'm more strongly to watch Arch first. Maybe speed up a little bit. But I'm not going to do it in my speed because you guys won't even hear half of the shit. Because when people speak a little bit slower, I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to go 2x speed. All right. Okay, so this fucking thing is more scuffed than ever. Chatbot shouts timer settings. Okay, I gotta. Okay, it's gonna be a whole. Anyways, I listen to a minimum of 1.5. Bitch, I can beat you at 2.5 actually. Because I'm a Mediterranean and I listen to Greek, and then because I listen to Greek, people speak really fast, and when they speak really fast, you can just understand what they're saying like 24/7 every fucking time. All right? There is 2x speed. Yep. And if you're on premium, you can do 4x speed. Wait, they changed the paint pots in the past. Why are they freaking out now? Good question. Reaper just raised up a very good question. Because I got the old ones. Okay. Reaper just put out a very good point. They changed it before. But now it's a problem. Now's a fucking problem. So, this was during 8th edition. I got a couple paints 8th edition before they needed the change. This is the old one. Yeah, shocking. I still have these. I still have these. There's a lot of paints that I still have that I haven't used it for a very long time. I'm trying to get rid of them, but if there's nothing to paint with, then there's no point. So I might as well keep them. Or
The lid goes 10% off and angle, and then it just dries the whole fucking thing.
like this one, this piece of shit. I don't know if you can see the inside. Dried as fuck. Piece of shit. Shit pots. Anyways, the point is, here's the old one. Here's the newish one. I think they changed this during 9th edition. It's really hard when I'm trying to focus. So that's the newish one. And this is the old one. Okay? More or less the same.
Same color, different brand.
Okay? But yeah, no, good point. But yeah, no. Why would you even fucking be that so dramatic for this change? You already know they changed the logo of 40K. You know they changed the Games Workshop logo. Why does it shock you to talk about this? And I stress you, for 16 minutes. If I have to make a video, I'll be like, I rightfully stole Arch's video, but I made it shorter and better. That's how I see it. I'm like, dude, just compress it. Oh, you're talking about way older? Yeah, I don't have the way older ones. But same principle anyways. It's the same principle. Yeah, it's the same principle. It's essentially... it depends also on the change, but that goes in a different rabbit hole. But over the times it's changed, so what is the big deal now? Anyways.
In a move that is...
Holy shit, dude. Let me just at least go full screen. Okay. Let me fix a couple things. So you guys so I can see more text. Excellent. Is there anything else? I reuse my old ones to mix my new paint with colors. Yeah. What was it? Le Peuple. This one. I just put white, mix it, and then just do highlights with a dry brush. I still got my old tricks. Make content for the sake of money. Yeah. Well, it's not like it's not like I did not do it as well to a certain extent, but at the same time, I'm like, where am I gonna go with this? Because most of the time I just test it around, test the waters of what I can do or not. Until I got shot right there by YouTube. Alright. Let's watch this together and... Holy shit, he's not going to Agatha, that's for sure.
100% in keeping with Games Workshop's current company policy of trying to destroy themselves in every way imaginable. Games Workshop has announced that they will be removing Citadel colors, replacing them instead with Warhammer color. And no, I double-checked, it's not April 1st. This is an actual article saying just that. Citadel color is becoming Warhammer color. Why? Why is Games Workshop throwing away 30 years worth of brand recognition? Well, because the people who recognize that brand are no longer Games Workshop's intended audience. Obviously.
Shut the fuck up, you fat non-Argarthan not entering to that white portal that you ever touched again. Okay. How do I explain this? They did this with Forgewell. They did this, fuck, that was another one, I can't remember now. But they did this with Forgewell. So, Horus Heresy models, anything that is resin and all that. Forgewell. But if you want the official brand, like plastic and all that stuff, you can get it. Or, well, okay, this is how it works as far as I'm aware, right? Do you want Badab War, Horus Heresy models? Forge World. You wanted to go to 40k? Warhammer 40k store, whatever, right? So they used to be separate stores. But then later on, they made the decision of, okay, if we're really going to make these types of models into the Warhammer 40k store, because Horus Heresy was growing and all that, it was getting popular to a certain extent. So they were like, okay, let's do, I think it was a refresh, more or less. And by doing that refresh, you get new MK3s, MK2s, MK4s didn't come out, I think, yet. MK6, Sat9 Dreadnought, Contemptor Dreadnought, even though those fucking two were plastic in before they got into Legends, and then, yeah, that was great. Amazing 10th edition decision. The reason that I'm putting this out is because they've done this before. They were like, okay, this is our brand, even though we had this third company to do our shit. Now it's time for us to merge that together into one. So it's like at least recognizable for some people to understand, like, oh, okay, this is Warhammer, this is Warhammer 40k, or this is Warhammer Horus Heresy, right? This is what they're doing the same thing with this. It's nothing completely complicated. All they're simply doing is essentially like, hey, you know, Citadel Warhammer, doesn't make any difference. It's still blue, still my crack blue. Where you gonna get it? From Warhammer store. So all they're essentially doing is swapping from Citadel to Warhammer. And what does that really change? Fucking nothing. If we have to be realistic here, fucking nothing. All they did is they changed the brand. And if someone wants to know, like, oh, where can I get Warhammer colors? To the Warhammer store that says Warhammer Paints. Because Citadel is technically Warhammer Paints. Any comments, ladies and gentlemen? Any disagreements? Anything? I need you to challenge my throne. I need you motherfuckers. Oh wait, wrong section. I need you motherfuckers to comment on this. Because all I'm saying is essentially like, all they essentially did is just merge that together to at least make it a little bit easier. But I don't think this is that shocking. And when it comes to the logo itself, that's all I'm going to say. Bland and streamlined. Fair. You can see that. That is fair. I can see that as well. It's like, oh, it's more it's more bland, it's more streamlined, it's smooth. By the same time, they already did that with the logo and the Games Workshop shit, compared to like this old one. And there's older ones, but this is the oldest that I have, at least since 8th edition player. But yeah, so this one, you can tell this one has a little bit more flavor, a little bit more personality. Are you live streaming on Kick? I should be. Don't fuck with me now. Because I just checked on Kick. Don't fuck with me now. Yeah, I'm streaming on Kick. Dude, if you want to go for other platforms, it's on the description. My autocorrect messed up. I forgive you. Wait, why do these people care about paying other paint? Wait. Oh yeah, why do these people care about paint? Other paint exist. Exactly. But based from the title and what he's trying to argue is that, as far as I understand, right? Maybe he will say a lot more into the video. He's trying to make a claim and an argument that the reason that these have been streamlined is because of tourists and people just to simplify things. I'll tell you this, simplification is not a problem. It's always execution. Same with 8th edition. 8th edition got so simplified to the point it's just brain dead. There's a lot of ways you can make it around that, but I'm not going to start talking about 8th edition right now. But something like this. So, okay. I'm going to continue the video and see where he finishes, and then I'll try to go through it. Exterior house paint for the win. Dude, I just go to Bunnings Warehouse, which is Home Depot for Americans. I could just go grab paint that is just like $5. Same fucking shit. But anyways, Hatch, how are you doing, my good man? Harry Potter. Hello, my good man. All right, let's continue.
And I want to point out something as well here.
Shut the fuck up. I didn't even fucking laugh. You better tell the joke.
Whilst changing their brand name, Games Workshop had an opportunity to do something, to actually fix something for once. If we were to think for a second optimistically that Games Workshop was not simply maliciously out to ruin Warhammer 40,000 or to make things actively demonstrably worse for anyone still dumb enough to enjoy it, they would at least have gone, right, we're going to do a major update of Citadel Colors. We're going to rename it, we're going to rebrand it, we're just going to call it Warhammer, and we're going to add a little dumb colored line there. That's it.
They just did that. Did I just mishear anything? They just... Wait. Let me re-listen to this again, because the way I took it, it was just essentially of, oh, you know what they could have done better? Just let people know they're changing their brand. Okay, let me listen to that again before I speak out of my ass.
Enough to enjoy it, they would at least have gone, right, we're going to do a major update of Citadel Colors. We're going to actively to think for a second optimistically that Games Workshop was not simply maliciously out to ruin Warhammer 40,000 or to make things actively demonstrably worse for anyone still dumb enough to enjoy it. They would at least have gone, right, we're going to do a major update of Citadel Colors. We're going to rename it, we're going to rebrand it, we're just going to call it Warhammer, and we're going to add a little dumb colored line there. That's it. But we're also going to take the opportunity to change the one thing that every single Warhammer fan has complained about since the beginning of time. Our absolutely god-awful plastic paint pots that seem scientifically designed to dry out your paint as rapidly as conceivably possible.
First time.
Both due to the size of being 18 milliliters, barely a dinner spoon, if even that, and also coming in these tiny little frail plastic containers too. Beautiful. So Games Workshop could have then simply, moved on to drippers, where you simply just drip out a bit of...
The one thing he hasn't explained yet is how does this ruin Warhammer 40k? You're arguing about paints that ruin Warhammer 40k. How is it doing that? Because they don't change their pots? Is it because they just made their brand more streamlined and bland? Where are we going with this? And also, what the fuck are you even talking about Warhammer 40k paints when you can just go, Vallejo, aho. This one is a medium, but there's paints like this. Just make some drops, done. But yeah, now this is when I agree. Like, you might as well go for alternative pots and all that. But I need to see where he's gonna go with this argument of, you know, these pots, these things ruin Warhammer 40k. And even though people were just complaining so much about, you know, Warhammer pots since the age of time, and so people have been complaining since the age of time, and because since that age of time until fucking now, have they changed? No. Why the fuck are you still here expect a change where it never will change. And this is what happens with Arch right here. He expects he's gonna fight it to the brim bones. He's gonna go and save Warhammer 40k and all that. No, it's lost. And this is what happens. This is what happens with simps. This is what happens with people with sunken cost fallacy. This is what happens with people who have this mentality of, I'm gonna do it for the good fight, even though they just found out last week and now they're giving a fuck. It's shit like that. It's shit like that, man. Like, fucking hell. I'll make a quick look at the... think. I'm a paint to go brew. Yep. Dude. 3D print. Spray paint with good paint. Job done. Arch, you sleep with ponies. We all know that. I think I spotted something on the last stream before, and I think it was essentially he had a stream with My Little Ponies, and it was not April Fool's. Ironic. I love Bunnings Warehouse. Bunnings Warehouse. And those prices are just the beginning. This man talks like a fake intellectual, and I hate it. Yeah. All I'm saying is, man, I did a 3-hour video. It was not easy. I'll tell you that. If you think you can do better than me with that fucking video, good fucking luck. Because it was essentially 5 different videos merged together while doing a collab. Now, would it be better if I had more extra time? Yes. But I wanted to challenge myself and be like, okay, I got 2 weeks. Okay. From what I heard, Games Workshop tries to dominate Asian hobby markets, but they didn't do well because of Gundam. Honestly, Adam, that's a skill issue for Games Workshop, of course. Anyways, now are we gonna have to sequel to the Arch video? How many sequels am I going to make? Let's be real. Like, what else am I going to talk about? Let's be real here. So, fuck, I can't even remember which one was which. So, talked about this, talked about that with the Arch fans, and then I think, yep, talked about Arch here. Okay, even though I got 1K views, I don't give a fuck. That shit was funny as shit. Yep, Arch right there. I've already covered that. Talking about like you know, oh, him saying the same shit as I did. So, are you fucking kidding me? You've been logged out of Kick. Are you shitting me right now? You piece of shit. I've been logged out of Kick. So problem is I won't see Kick chat. Let me log myself back in. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, what was I? Yeah. Another Arch video. Okay, this is a very different topic, but this is related to Arch because let's be fair, he's more of a degenerate than anybody else. Yeah, and then a 3-hour video. Now, almost in every single small pieces, right? Not every single one of them. Small pieces around these videos. I've mentioned Arch 1 every 5 videos, more or less. But it just started from here, and then all right. My question will be is what else am I going to talk about Arch? Obviously, I'm talking about Arch right here, right now. Maybe I should make a video. You got to make another sequel to talk about fucking what? You're going to make all of them? Excellent thinking. Of course, yes. I'm going to make all of them. Maybe I could do a video after this stream. Maybe. But it's just weird. You're going to make all. Kill the Jedi. All of them. Let me check someone else. Okay, let's continue. This is an excellent pause.
Paint onto a paintboard and then use that. But that would, of course, be a step forward. And that is not what Games Workshop...
Actually, did I ever mention this? Like, keep this in mind. This is... You gotta think on Arch's mentality, right? This is Arch's mentality that thinks we can still fight the good fight and save Warhammer 40k. Okay? I've already mentioned this, and you guys already know where my stance is. You want to save 40k? Let it die. Ignore it. Okay? Ignore it, go to other hobbies, and find some joy. Be in peace with the iris. You know what I did? Just last week played Overwatch.
of desires, as again, I repeat, as very clearly demonstrable by their current Games Workshop logo and the evolution of the 40k logo in general, GW is attempting to make things worse. That is the...
What the fuck? Never pronounce that ever again. Holy shit. Let's hear that again.
GW is attempting to make things worse. That is...
Worse. Anyways, I love he tries to pretend accents. It's amazing.
The goal here. That is the stated objective. It's not an accident. They are actually trying to reduce...
You get a bottom kick? Dude, I don't even see it. And also, I've already kicked him. I've already kicked the bot. And because I kicked that bot, it logged me fucking out.
it into grey turgid slop to attract people who don't know anything about Warhammer, and we will hammer that point home further in a second with games.
You still haven't addressed how it ruins Warhammer 40k by simply this argument about fucking pots. Right? People, you know, sometimes I might sound aggressive, but for me, I'm just a little bit agitated or a little bit annoyed because sometimes when people speak out of their ass and they think they've already answered the question, even though they didn't, and he still hasn't answered the question of, okay, how does these paints with this basic fucking bland thing ruins 40k? Because right now, what he's saying is, Warhammer 40k has changed over time to be more bland, and, you know, newcomers don't know that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. First time? So this is your Warhammer 40k YouTuber called Archcast, or Arch, that has been doing this since 2020, and he's repeating the same... Well, kind of do that a little bit myself on occasion, but that's because I'm consistent. But he talks about the same issues that has already been addressed, and he's already most likely talked about this before. And now, whatever, we'll look at the video more.
Workshop's official reason for this as well, but I want to point out something. The original logo from the old Rogue Trader-ish days, right? It is clearly a product of its time. It's very playful, very active, very power metal-y. Then we head in a slightly more serious direction as we're beginning to firm up the universe that it first 40,000, but it's still rather colourful. Still definitely a child of the late 80s and early 90s. Then, as 40k becomes solidified, we go for a very...
Alright, I will destroy this man in the chat that says, his name is The Bite Of. I'm be playing Space Marine 2 right now. Execute him. Destroy him. Do whatever you want, man. It's fine.
very serious, grim, dark approach.
Doesn't stop me from making fun of you, though. Playing a shit game.
And this goes for the logo and the art. This is when 40k becomes 40k properly. And then we go for flat, boring, papier-mâché shit. Why? Well, here's the thing. The other things were meant to be iterative versions of Warhammer 40.
Just fucking answer the question, you fucking dumb fuck. Why? Because GW decided to make it more streamlined. Fuck me! Can you not answer questions? Let's see this again.
Well, here's the thing. The other things were meant to be iterative versions of Warhammer 40,000. It was all intended to sell the product. However, The new 40K logo isn't intended to sell the product, it is intended to sell the brand. Specifically the brand. Because it is no longer about
Did I skip forward? Oh, fuck.
Warhammer or 40,000, it is about brand recognition. It is a way for the tourist.
I think I fucked up. I think I skipped it a little bit forward. Whoopsies.
It was meant to be a repeat.
Versions of Warhammer 40,000. It was all intended to sell the product. And then we go for flat, boring, paper-mache shit. Why? Well, here's the thing. The other...
Why? Here's the thing. Answer the fucking question, you fuck. Why? Because they want to streamline it. Then you can go there. Oh, fuck me, man. This is the dumb fuck that speaks intellectually, and he has this fucking dumb fuck VTuber and tells me to shorten my video and critiques my fucking thing that she doesn't understand when she first watched that. And he can't even do the bare minimum. Now, it sounds like I'm on the rant and all that, but you have to understand. I spent about 14 hours, more or less, 18 to 14 hours, watching his 5 separate videos while collabing with my mate, writing notes, seeing everything that he says, right? Consistently. This guy has a problem of not following up his points. He doesn't even answer the basic questions or the basic fundamentals, and he goes through this loop. And he never reaches to the end. And he keeps doing this. Please. Fuck's sake. No wonder it's 16 minutes, because he can't even answer basic shit.
things were meant to be iterative versions of Warhammer 40,000. It was all intended to sell the product. However...
Oh, here's the thing. Here's the tentative product. Wow. Okay, it's not just selling the product. It's also, they wanted to make it more streamlined and more broader to the audience. Done. Holy fuck.
The new 40K logo isn't intended to sell the product. It is intended to sell the brand. Specifically the brand. Because it is no longer a...
If we're going to argue about... I know I'm pausing this every single time, and I do apologize about that. But he's talking about the logos and all that, right? And they changed fundamentally and all that. He just answered his own fucking question. The whole point of these logos is to represent the brand. If these logos are meant to represent these brands, right? By the way, I'm going in like a different perspective of arguments as well. It's not just me, because I do know that some people might argue differently. Okay, you're arguing about a logo that a company is trying to sell for the broader audience in order to make money. Obviously, sacrificing the lore and all that, blah, 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 blah. How does that relate to paints? And also, how does this relate to ruining Warhammer 40k? Now, obviously, I can simplify that, and it doesn't take me 16 fucking minutes to end that. Like, Jesus Christ.
About Warhammer or 40,000, it is about brand recognition. It is a way for the
He just... Oh, he's about to say it.
tourists to see the logo as simply the word without being offended by anything else around it, without being scared off by the, oh, that logo looks awfully solid for my soyified senses. Does it have something to do with fascism? Well, everything does in this.
This is a guy that I will never debate to. It's not like I don't want to debate him. He's the biggest pussy. He's gonna avoid me at all cost. Because this motherfucker would prefer hundreds of thousands of his audience against me than himself. So, sorry, I'm trying to process that. Let me repeat that one more time. I need to process that. Oh my god, It was horrible. Let me try that again. Let me see that again.
However, the new 40K logo isn't intended to sell the product. It is intended to sell the brand. Specific.
No, he's kind of right on that one. Let's continue.
Specifically the brand, because it is no longer about Warhammer or 40,000, it is about brand recognition. It is a way for the tourists to see the logo as simply the word without being offended by anything else around it, without being scared off by the, oh, that logo looks awfully solid for my soyified senses. Does it have something to do with fascism? Well, everything does in this day and age, doesn't it? And I will reinforce my point on this with GW's reasoning for why they're moving to Warhammer colors.
This is what happens when you're cultural brain dead and then you're on Twitter, chronically online. Oh, is this okay? Where can you even connect these fucking dots, you dumbass? Oh, you grab this one guy that is from Twitter, and then somehow connect to the logo to that? Are we fucking serious? Dude, if this whole thing about fantasy, right? Wouldn't they by now put some gay colors onto it? Wouldn't they by now just make it very upfront? Or whenever Pride Month comes in, Warhammer 40k just makes an announcement like, you know, Warhammer 40k is such a grim, dark future. You know what? Let's praise our gayest guys. Maybe they do it in White Dwarf, but I don't pay attention on that area at least. And also, I like he uses the word tourist. And he's defined this before. And this is in my 3-hour video. Sorry, I'm a little bit quiet. Okay, never mind. I was double checking if it captures my printer at the background because it goes to anyways. Yeah, fuck, what was I on about? So he specifically defined a tourist as someone who's, you know, adding their opinions. Oh, fuck, what was it? It's someone who adds their politics or their opinions into a hobby where they don't even participate in. Okay. Problem. Go for these two videos. Two videos that he has. Everything is political, right? Warhammer 40k is inherently right-wing. Two videos. Go look it up yourself. They're there. This motherfucker has the audacity to talk about, like, tourist. Meanwhile, this guy, himself, wants to talk about politics. I'm not going to push it too further, or else it's going to be a long rant and we will never go anywhere, and we're already at fucking 4 minutes in an hour. So, I'm just saying.
This is their official explanation.
Paint for Warhammer?
Yes, mate, you're looking for Citadel colour and it's just over there.
Hey, this paint says Citadel on it. Is that for Warhammer?
Yes, that's right. Citadel colour is the official paint for Warhammer models.
Excuse me, dear. I'm looking for paint for Warhammer models. Do you have any?
Right, yes, of course, madam. You're looking for...
I don't know if this guy is edging or is receiving hairline. Holy shit.
The Citadel colour.
Sit a what?
This Citadel colour, can I use it on my Warhammer models?
Right, look. Citadel colour is Warhammer paint.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
What is okay? Please, audience, explain to me. Because apparently in his eyes, I'm a tourist. What is the problem? What is the problem with this? But the grandma is kind of funny though, to be honest. Like, it is actually, that does happen. I'm not shitting you. That does happen in hobby shops or in Warhammer stores. Because what else are they gonna know, man? They want to buy something that, you know, someone is really invested into a hobby and all that. And then they're like, okay, I'm gonna do something, you know, that I love my son or whoever. I'm just gonna buy him something simple. Oh, my money. Oh, God. But what's the problem with this? Oh, so, by the way, this disproves what Arch is trying to make. That this is ruining Warhammer 40k. But I've already beaten his argument so many times. But then again, I'm a Warhammer 40k fan, let's be real. When did 40k fans never beat topics to the fucking ground? I'm just saying. Just saying. Again, I personally don't see the problem with this, is because they're trying to at least make it simpler for people to know, okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. Because if there's no fucking way this motherfucker right here, if that his first time got in, he just went in and he was like, yeah, I want Citadel paints with these specific brushes, and I want a Forge World model. How would you know that on the first go? How the fuck would you know that in the first go? Like, I understand. Like, if people are new and are very, very invested into it, they will learn eventually, like, oh, you know, Citadel paints will be Warhammer paints. And honestly, just change it to Warhammer paints. Now, keep this in mind. You know, for me, I'm just like, it's bland, it's boring. You know, could have done something like this. Just put Warhammer there. Make it look cool, you know? Shit like that. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, really, because this motherfucker's gonna keep fluffing, and I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm gonna suffer through this. And unlike motherfuckers that, you know, stop my video halfway, or they just roll their eyes and be like, oh my god, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm sitting here as genuinely as possible, like, as genuine here, to break down his points here. He still hasn't got to the point of, he hasn't made a case of why these Warhammer paints ruin 40k. Okay. Let me do a job for him. Okay, what do Warhammer paints ruin 40k? Because it makes it bland, it makes it boring, and it's not really grimdark. Now you can go explain. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, enough performance. Let's go. I can do better than that. just fucking rip the headphones, rip off the shirt, make it more dramatic. It's funny. It's better. This guy. Hideous. Gross. Fucking retard. Come on now. Your jokes are bland, you're bland, and you're more suitable for the fucking brand itself, but you're just fucking mad that it's stealing from you. Someone's asking me a question, so Nellab, I'm asking you, what do you think about Gingam, Glinstacker, and Crackduck? What the fuck are those names? Huh? I don't know those people. If those are YouTube channels, I have no fucking idea who they are. Anyways, let's go. I have nothing else to say, to be honest, really, because I'm like, huh? Who the fuck are they? He ain't my dad. He ain't my daddy. He ain't gonna touch me in my house. Let's continue. Amen, brother. Amen. Finally, Arch has become Christian.
The reason is you're retarded. That's the reason.
Are you fuck? He stole my wording. Oh, it's because you're retarded. Not everyone is gonna go out and know these are Warhammer paints. Not everyone's gonna be invested in it. And there's also family members who's gonna get you nice stuff. Nice stuff.
It's because you're retarded and don't know that Citadel is Warhammer paints.
How the fuck would they know? And also, they're doing something even smarter than you, Arch. They're actually asking questions. They're actually adding information in their heads. So next time, whenever they go and get it again, at least they know they're going to go get Citadel paints. That is Warhammer paints. It's not like they're retarded and they forgot this paint right here that they just got last week or something. Or they got it for a present. And then they just forgot and they're just going to come back and then they're like,
Is this Warhammer 40k paint?
what do you think it is? Again, like, Arch is really downplaying this. I think it's being really disingenuous. Like, it almost sounds like I'm defending the new 40k fans, but no. That's not how it works. He doesn't get the shit on the new fans. I do that. But I'll defend them so I can shit them myself. But I do it better. So, he watched the video. He's like, oh yeah, the reason is retarded. Okay, you didn't even bother asking questions. Like, the whole point... Yeah, I'm repeating myself.
The reason is you're idiots. And you do not understand that the pot of paint sold inside of the Warhammer store with the Warhammer...
They're also sold in hobby shops, you fucking dumbass. At this point...
I'm gonna be insulting him.
They're selling in hobby shops.
Logo on it that sells exclusively Warhammer products is indeed intended for Warhammer models. Now, everyone...
And also, if it's on a Warhammer store, there's also Forge World that used to exist that don't sell it in the Warhammer fucking store. Yeah, I think they could ask a couple of questions years ago when Forge World still existed. Where they're like, I want some Horus Heresy models. Oh yeah, you need to get that from the website, from Forge World. So his point is like, oh, people are just retarded because they're in the Warhammer store and don't even notice that these are the paints. Okay, what if they go to a hobby shop or get it online? They don't understand or know that these are Citadel paints. And again, you are arguing for people who don't have the knowledge, or parents, or like whoever else is buying a gift for someone because they know they're invested in that hobby. His argument is essentially like, these paints are made for stupid people because they couldn't even tell Citadels from Warhammer. Again, they're not that deep into the hobby. Parents will buy something for their kids, and they're not that invested or knowledgeable about it. Tone down a bit. Jesus fucking Christ.
Everyone knows this is idiotic. Everyone can immediately see that this is absurd, except for maybe the little old grandmother, okay?
Someone just pointed out something. Ripper. You mentioned something. Oh no, you didn't do prior research. You must be dumb. You know what's amazing? We must save 40k. Like, this is his perspective, right? I'm going off topic from this video. We must save 40k. We must prevent these guys to not do this shit. Meanwhile, he's downplaying the people for certain things, and his delusional thinking of gatekeeping, even though the gates is already open and doesn't even fucking matter anymore. And it has devolved to the point that he's talking about fucking paint for 16 minutes. All that just to say, you see, this is what ruins 40k because you're dumb. I would like to add some slurs, but they don't count anymore. I wish this was 2016.
Give you that one. If a grandmother...
I'm calling you out, you little bitch. The bite. I don't play the board game. I just play Space Marine 2, hoping to get my hands on Speed Freak soon. Delete this man right now. Simp. 40k simp. Fucking to the cross you go. But it's going to be upside down. And your balls removed. I wish I could yell right now because it would actually add a really good emphasis. Mods. Twist his balls. Thank you.
comes in there looking for toys for her grandchild and has no frame of reference whatsoever, she's probably going to be like, paint for Warhammer models? Do you have paint for Warhammer models? Do you think, in this case, by the way, that this will solve it? That she'll suddenly be like, okay, well...
Yes. Let him continue.
The Warhammer store, with the Warhammer product inside of it, with the men wearing Warhammer logos, none of that was really quite enough of a tip-off, but if you put in tiny...
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this guy is really overestimating how people think. Story time. If you ever worked in a retail store, you know what I'm going to talk about. In retail stores, they got the most basic shit. They got signs, they got images, they even got like, let's say in the milk section, they got a big...
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Thank you for the subscription, my good man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And at least the donation works. Kinda. Well, subscription works. Thank you so much, my good man. Oh, by the way, I try my best to trying to make the donations work, like super chats and all that. But if you guys have already done that, super chats, I might have not seen it. So please let me know if you have done that. If not, then I'm Gucci still. Fuck what I'm talking about. So, in the retail stores, we got the most basic shit. I'm shitting you not. We got milk with the biggest fucking sign that says milk. We got aisles with signs that says whatever's in each sign. Number one, there's bread. Let's make shit up. Bread, yogurt, milk. Right? All one. All two. Drinks, soft drinks, whatever, fucking whatever. Okay? The point that I'm going with this, retail stores, supermarkets, Kmart, you will be surprised of the dumbest motherfuckers you will ever see. Okay? They will... Okay. To be fair, sometimes they may be new and they're not used to with their local supermarket. So I can forgive them for that, to a certain extent. But most of the time, they will wander around trying to search the things they try to search for. And they come and ask me, or they come and ask someone else. Now, for me, I have my own tricks. But they come and ask me, and they're like, where's the, let's say, okay, let's give an example. Where's the butter? Or where's the bread? And you know what's funny? All I have to do is turn around, step aside, and be like, I don't even have to say anything. I'm like, or sometimes I just gesture my hand, or sometimes I give them like a little direction. I'm like, there, second shelf. Y'all talk, quick. The point that I'm going with this is essentially that you got the most obvious shit all over the place. But because some people's IQ is very low, You got the most basic shit, and people will still ask you questions of where things are.
Where's the milk?
You see, you go straight, hit the wall, and turn right. I'm just saying. So the point is, he's really overestimating what people are available from their navigation skills. And also, this also shows that Arch is really unemployed. This guy, I shit you not, he either worked from a office job, whatever the fuck it is, but I can already tell he never worked in retail. He never had a job at all. So why is Arch mad? He's giving that, you know, the mustache man, you know, speech so he can enter the Agartha portal. So let's go with chat. Fuck me. I'm gonna be here for a while. Okay, big tits gun boy, you're probably stroking an anime poster right now.
Sir, that's not an argument.
But it's funny. Also, I what 40k to be like 300, not a Schindler's List parody. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. We got a modern 40k fan here. What the hell? 8th edition player, bitch. Imperial Fist on the biggest fucking losing streak. Even though I didn't play some armies properly. Only to find out that I just didn't play meta. That's the main reason I'm technically on the losing streak, is because most people play metas. And I'm versing people who play metas. And then they look at me and they're like,
Nice first spawn you got there, bunny.
That's pretty much what happened. Why is he assuming people only go into Warhammer stores to buy Warhammer paints? Wait, Warhammer paint toy stones that have model section and a Warhammer paint. I'm just saying this. He's I don't know if I've done this myself. Maybe I have. But I try to be as simple as possible for people to understand and all that, right? Because as far as I'm aware, I'm like, hey guys, it's not that hard. Go read a codex.
Well, I'm gonna find the codex.
Skillish bitch. Right? For me, I should post, obviously, but some people take it way too seriously to the point they're like, they hate me. And then they're gonna be like,
You're on range beater. Nick.
Anyways, Dark Angels. They're actually pretty cool. As much as I'm a bit mixed with the Horus Heresy version of Dark Angels. It's a bit. But then again, in the novels aren't canon. Was it? Why is Ouch mad? I was about to say that one Kanye song. Honestly, I just like 40k because someone told me it was cool while on a river rafting trip. I joined 40k looking most at the oldest artwork, like 5th edition. And then I got really invested into it, like older artworks more than the newer ones. It's weird. Whenever they release the newer arts, I'm like,
It's okay. You know, I kind of like the 9th edition. It's okay. They're very nice.
But then when I looked at old art, my testosterone have increased. I got bigger balls. You know, all that shit. Is anyone else this is? Bruh, you're becoming the reason why Warhammer sucks. Okay, in defense of him, to be honest. Actually, no, he likes Space Marine too, so I cannot defend him on that. Yeah, you can defend yourself. I was like, I'm gonna defend him, and then I realized he likes Space Marine too, so I'm not gonna defend him. Oh, fucking hell. You're the mainstream normies we all don't like. 8th edition player, baby. I should have done what other people did when they're first born. Thunderfire cannons. Apparently they were really good in 8th edition. If it isn't the hottest Australian that I know. Dude, we're already halfway of the video. Alright. But hello, my good man. The Angel of Baal. No, not Baal. Balls. I refuse to think of that.
Tiny, tiny letterings on the side of a paint pot about ye large, then
I don't know if you notice, very small, very irrelevant. He went a little bit American on that, but will I repeat it? Yes, I do. Hint I do.
letterings on the side of a paint pot about ye large, then Grandma will definitely lean in and go like, oh, I see.
See, this is what's gonna happen when Islam takes him. He's like, fuck. Anyways.
No, of course not. The reason why this is happening is the same reason why this is happening. It's the same reason why this is happening. It is because Games Workshop no longer wants the old market. They no longer want their old fans that know what Citadel colors are. They want the tourists, quite literally, because why and how could you be expected to know that the paint is Warhammer paint? Because you are a tourist. You have no frame of reference here, none whatsoever, at all. You don't even know the name of the goddamn company, most likely.
Tell that to a fucking 50-year-old father who works for trucks. And he wants to get something nice for his son. You gotta go and tell him? I dare you to go tell him that he's a tourist. You know what he's gonna say? I don't give a fuck. I want to get something nice for my son. End of story. Like for me, I'm just locking in right now because I'm like, this is just getting ridiculous. This is getting fucking ridiculous. So you are making the argument because, okay, I do agree that GW is moving to trying to go a little bit more broader, you know, for the broader audience. But this motherfucker likes to throw the word tourist. Okay, motherfucker. Everything's political. Warhammer 40k is inherently right-wing. You are fitting the same description of you trying to add politics into a hobby where you barely even engage the hobby. Audience. If you used to watch Arch or whatever, I don't care, right? Or still watching Arch, I don't care. Has Arch ever done anything to engage with the hobby? Like playing like tabletop and all that? Because as far as I'm aware, all he does is lore. And maybe some video games himself. Now, obviously, I'm not going to put the authoritarian fallacy because I think that's just a little bit disingenuous. But again, we're going in this route of, you are a tourist, you don't know nothing. Okay, motherfucker, if you want to play that fucking game, where's your fucking army? I got a whole fucking Firstborn Imperial Fist ready to fucking go and verse you on Tabletop Simulator. Got a 3rd edition codex? Do you have a 5th edition codex? I'll fucking verse ya. 8th edition? 9th edition? Oh, fuck, we can go 10th edition. You see what happens? Like this thing of, you are a tourist because you're not meeting my certain requirements, it gets a little bit silly. Like, unless, you know, Games Workshop has like, oh, look, we made a starter set for people to get into the hobby and all that. Different story. You know, maybe they're like, hey, look, maybe you don't want to play tabletop, but you know what? Here's a codex, or here's a small book. They used to do that in 3rd edition, from what I'm aware of, and they give you steps to understand the lore and the tabletop if you wanted to do shit like that. But this motherfucker, I generally have not seen him. Like, as far as I'm aware, right? Because maybe he did. Maybe he played tabletop, right? But I just don't know that. Where's his army? I don't see that. So does anyone does anybody everyone's a tourist. Whoever disagrees with me is a tourist. Yes. What a tourist. Yeah, I wonder who they got that from. Is he upset that paint says Warhammer on it? Is that really the reason? So his argument is essentially that it's really hard to gather his point, because at first he was trying to make the point of how this pot of paint was ruining Warhammer 40k. And then he went to this rabbit hole of, this is what they did with Games Workshop logo. This is what they did with the Warhammer 40k logo. Just to go and say is, oh, they're spreading it to the masses. He has a problem of not answering questions directly. And I'm personally struggling in myself, because maybe I have to rewatch it a couple of times just to understand his fucking point. But from what I've gathered so far, his problem is they made a pot that is easier for the broader audience to understand that this is Warhammer paint, and he's trying to argue that, the reason they did this is because people were retarded. Which, in my perspective, that motherfucker never worked in his life or worked at retail. Just to tell you of, how do I say this? Of how very low IQ navigation skills people have. That's all I'm saying. So that's his whole point. His whole point is, they did these paints because people are just retarded. They don't know what Citadel paints are. They could just go and, do some research and all that. And I've already made this whole fucking rant. I'm like, not everyone is there to invest into the hobby. Maybe they want to buy something for their fucking relatives or friends, because at least they know they're into the hobby. And this motherfucker, I've noticed a couple times. This motherfucker is like, these guys are tourists. They don't know what you're doing. You know what? If we're playing this authoritarian fallacy, this stupid authoritarian fallacy, show me your fucking army. I'll fucking verse you on Tabletop Simulator. I got the rules. I got everything set up. Let's fucking go. Look, if I fucking destroy this little fella on kick, I'm gonna be dislogged on this. But yeah, show me your army, man. Look, I'm already 3D printing fucking bikes. I'm trying out a very fast-paced army. Let's fucking do it. 1v1, Tabletop Simulator. But then again, guys, this might disprove that he might not know everything, and he's going to be called out a tourist. He doesn't debate. He doesn't even play tabletop, as far as I'm aware. All he does, as far as I'm aware, all he fucking does is talk about lore, sits there, and calls out Games Workshop. Now, calling out Games Workshop is not bad, but if you're just gonna sit there and be like, by the way, this is genuine. This is not him joking around. Obviously, for me, I'll just sit here and be like, I'm better than you, bitches. 8th edition player, firstborn Imperial Fist, but yeah, no, this is very silly. All right, let's go through the chat. If he played 40k on tabletop now, I would point out and laugh him, because there's better games, and I don't think he did even when 40k was okay. Like, I'm saying this, I have a good grasp on armor values, and terrain thingamajiggy. I forgot the name of it. I forgot about it. No, I'm a tourist now. I forgot what thing I'm a tourist now. Fuck up. He has books behind him. He is clearly someone who reads. You sure? Are you sure? That means he's a nerd, and nerds like Warhammer crap kick. Not life. How are you doing, my good man? Blah, 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 blah. Fuck, what was it? Jesus Christ, he keeps dragging me down.
Guys, stop texting. I'm trying to read chat.
No love, give me modern kick, and my life is yours. Okay. Damn, Nella won't blame me, bitch, on the Norwegian again. You can do that in chat. You already got the power to do it. You got the free will to do that.
And
I'm
this,
doing
okay,
my
so
own way.
let me kind of double back on this, because
Sure,
okay,
Ripper.
there's a couple of more other excuses, right? One would be brand consolidation, okay? When Warhammer has realized now that their primary audience, or they are hoping for at least, will be the normie crowd, those who have no actual connection to Warhammer whatsoever, merely the people who wander off the street and go like, oh, Warham, I remember that, that's that cool thing, it's one of those up-and-coming hip things, yes, I think Amazon is making a movie about it, or a video game or something starring Superman. Anyways, I know.
Okay, is that bad? Why? I'm just saying.
It's in vogue, so I should probably get the official product so I can show the box off to my friends and go, look, I too am one of the hip kids who's down with the fresh youth movement. That's what Games Workshop wants, and in this case, brand consolidation makes a certain degree of sense, as
Wouldn't you also attack more of the individual than the whole group itself if someone is pretending that they're a part of the hobby that they're not even into? This is an excellent pause. Like, I understand that Games Workshop is obviously intentionally going for a broader audience, but isn't that just business? They always got to need to go spread, make more money and all that. Like, if you got a problem that doesn't, meet a certain criteria or doesn't, understand that much with the hobby, wouldn't that mean at that point you calling the individual himself, not the group? Because this thing of tourist, who the fuck are the tourists? Because clearly the ones who had politics at that point are just a tourist then. Because he inserts politics into a hobby, and half the time he speaks out of his ass when it comes to 40k lore. And Luca, I'm trying to figure out how to make mods. I don't know how to do it. Shit. How do I make... I don't even know how to make you mod, man. I just don't have the time right now. I'll figure out later.
at that point you're basically trying to become Nike, where you just smear your logo onto anything and everything, and people will...
I've been in this topic on the ground. Keep this in mind, guys. We're talking about paint with a new logo. I'm just saying. Of course, there's implications. But you have to understand, how does this ruin 40k if we're going to be serious about this? Because I made fun about the plushie thing like that. That was funny. Honestly, that shit was funny.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
If you like it, I don't care. But for me, I'm just like, this is funny. But also, it does take away the mindset of, 40k is meant to be grimdark and all that. That's my stance on that. But...
purchase it because of the logo rather than what it is. Or alternatively...
You know what he didn't complain about? You stupid fucking bitch. This is why you don't enter our Garthra. You fucking Norwegian retard. You're in the ice white snow, you're white and you're blonde, you don't have blue eyes. Motherfucker, you didn't even talk about it's the same ultramarine color. They always show ultramarines. Why are they not doing that? I want my blood raven's color.
Dearly, and I genuinely do believe this to be an even better and more likely explanation. Frankly, Games Workshop
Better explanation for you, by the way.
was sat around their pit in the sulphurous hell that they'd created for themselves and thought, why do we keep getting so much bad negative PR all the time? I mean, we raise prices endlessly, our products are falling in quality continuously, our rules are garbage, and we've done everything we can.
We got bad PR. We got bad PR. We got bad PR. Look at that. I forgot when the Female Custodes came out. Fuck, I forgot. So this is 2 days ago. Okay. They got bad PR. Look at that. Look at that little drop. And then raise again. The drop. Raise again. Drop and raise. No. We didn't get bad PR. They don't give a shit. They're more obligated to the shareholders than they are obligated to the customers. You already know this. You already said it in your own argument that, you know, they don't care about the old crowd. They care about the new crowd. They're trying to make money. But at the same time, you didn't even state so far that it is the shareholders that are also important to make such decisions.
Possibly think of to denigrate and degrade our actual community in order to attract a bunch of political left-wing twatwaddles who...
As an unbiased source, I think we need more Blood Angel stuff. Destroy this man.
They don't even argue that the quality of the product have gone up. The only thing they'll ever argue is that it has a...
They don't give a shit. Fuck me, man. They don't care. Look at this. Does this say they give a fuck of what they make? Arj, you've been here since 2021. You should know this by now. Or maybe you just don't give a shit and you're trying to make this video of 16 minutes a waste of my fucking time. Meanwhile, I'm streaming for like an hour and a half. I'm very apologize a lot, but I'm just beating this topic so fucking much because it's so dumb.
More diverse audience now, and by
diverse audience, yeah. Let's add the culture war politics into it because that is very fucking relevant right now. That is so fucking important to talking about fucking paint. I'm sorry. Look, even though it's very retarded, but I just find it funny. There was a meme. It was like essentially like, not blonde enough, but it was a black dude with blonde hair and blue eyes. Something like that. Something like this one. But he had the blonde hair and shit. He was sitting on the toilet and he was just wiggling his finger. He's like, not white enough. Let's see if I can find it. I hope I find it. Okay, I can't find it. Whatever. But it was really fucking funny. Guys, he's not. Oh, shit.
This audience, we mean that 40k and Games Workshop is specifically catering to that diverse audience by giving them privileged treatment in the...
Okay, we went from... I know I'm pausing every single time. I do apologize, but I need to let him finish.
Classical way.
Don't take that out of context.
But they then think to themselves, how could we improve our position? I know. We'll make a change. A stupid change. A dumb change. That no one will see the point or purpose in. And then, after a bit of backlash here and there, we'll then go, we have listened to the community. We are a good and honest and virtuous company. Have decided to reverse our idiotic change. Thank you for your feedback. At which point, millions of little sheeps will bleat out their gratitudes towards GW and forgot all about the fact that paint is now probably £6 per bottle instead of £5.
How does these paint with a change of label ruin 40k? Oh, it's because of tourists, because they're so fucking dumb. And GW, that I made this non sequitur fallacy that they're catering, that they are catering to the diverse crowd just because, in order to make more money. Do you know how stupid this is?
We're doing for the diverse crowd because they're woke.
Now, let's not pretend that it isn't. I'm aware of that. But this is a little bit of a stretch when we're talking about paints. Paints, guys, please. I'm not insane. I'm not crazy. Come on, man. I want to grab this and put it in here. I'm not crazy. Anyways, yeah. We're talking about paints, by the way, with a change of logo, and he went from they're ruining 40k to they're fucking idiots to oh yeah, they're doing it for the diverse culture, and they pretend to care. They don't fucking care. This is what happens when you have this fucking mentality of trying to save 40k because you're a dumb fuck. How fuck? Oh,
Seriously. Hold on to that.
no, I'm not even gonna take you seriously. Shut the fuck up. The only time I will take you seriously is when you come to my fucking Discord channel and ask me directly for a debate. Then I will take you seriously. For the meantime, I'm not even going to take you fucking seriously. You made me waste about an hour and a half. But then again, that's my fault. Going for every little nitpick. So that is a little bit on me as well.
That's thought for a couple of months. Let's see. But I also want to point out here, Again, I am 100% guaranteed certain that this has to do with, again, just the grinding down pastification of 40k. Because if you were simply sitting down to redesign the idea of Warhammer Paint in entirety, you would have gone for dropper bottles. You would have made some attempt
They don't care.
to improve something.
They don't care.
Even if it's not the logo, even if the logo needs to be the bland and boring and dumb one there.
You fake ass Argarthan guy. Shareholders. They don't care. Oh.
Which, by the way, I love the Bastion Red one, which they decided to place a red logo on.
They don't care.
We're nitpicking now, but I'm upset, okay? It's entirely...
You're upset for fucking paint. I'm about to go Mediterranean in this bitch.
normal. They would have at least have attempted...
The fuck is that as well? The fuck was that? I'm mad now. You're very fucking lucky that I can't yell right now.
to improve the product, but no, again, because they don't want to improve the product.
They don't care to improve it. Fuck's sakes.
Improving the product is pointless to them. Well,
it's pointless to them because they don't care.
Making the paint dry up quicker? No.
They don't care.
That would mean you'd purchase fewer $5 pots of paint, you morons.
They don't care.
We would have made it worse if we could, but listen.
I don't listen. They don't care.
You just couldn't think of a way?
They don't care.
We tried. We really racked our minds. We massaged.
They thought about it, and then they realized my empties wallet, just like my fucks. They don't care.
Worse if we could, but listen. You just couldn't think of a way?
My hard drive is that empty. That's how much care they give.
We tried. We really racked our minds. We massaged each other's brains to try and find a way to make the pot worse as well.
They scratch the balls in their ass and they smell all their 4 fingers because they don't care.
To make not only the name of the brand worse, but the pot worse too. We attempted, but at the end of the day...
We pretend to attempt something, but we don't care.
There was literally no way to make it worse. There wasn't. We couldn't come up with any.
We couldn't come up with any because we don't care.
Okay, beyond delivering the pot of paint to you already dried up, we couldn't think of anything.
We don't care.
And I guarantee you, by the way,
You've realized how many times I've fucking repeated this over and over and over again, and he's still pushing this idea of, we're gonna improve 40k. Fuck up.
the sole singular reason why the pots aren't now 8 milliliters
Don't care.
instead of 80
Don't care.
is because that would require a retooling of the machinery that fills them.
They don't care. Oh, where's my mouse? Okay, there we go.
I guarantee you that is the only reason why there isn't less paint in the pots.
They don't care.
Now, and you know, like you could argue this is mountains out of molehills, right? But all of this,
No. They don't. They don't care. They don't care.
is mountains out of molehills. It's all the incremental death of the universe. We've seen this pattern before. Star Wars doesn't die with a single stroke, nor does Star Trek. It is an incremental slow death.
If it gives multiple strokes on Star Wars, will it explode?
Decline as the company in charge of it whittle away at everything that once made it what it was. Again, I've argued this so many times before. Nobody likes Star Wars because it wasn't Star Wars. They like it because it is Star Wars. People play 40.
Define Star Wars. You ain't gotta do that. No, no, no. You can't define shit.
40K because it's 40K, not in despite of the fact that it's 40K. An argument that seems to need to be hammered home quite frequently, regardless. This is merely yet another
I don't think he's mad. He's just that. He's just... He's on edge right now. And he needs to goon. Gabagoon. Gabagoon. Oh, fuck. Do I even have that tab on? No, I don't. Fuck. Gabagoon.
indicator that Games Workshop doesn't care. They aren't.
I wish I could call you slurs so hard right now. You don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen, let's repeat this again. I'm fucking... he thinks he's mad. Lividly calm. Lividly calm. Let's hear this again.
This is merely yet another indicator that Games Workshop doesn't care. They aren't giving.
I spent an hour and 44 fucking minutes so we can get to the point they don't care. I am not gonna sleep well tonight. Fucking hell. I wish I could. And the only reason I paused there is the whole answer to all of this. And this is why I said at the beginning of the stream, I can make it so short So simple. He would have done 10 times better than Archers. Of course, obviously not in viewership. Okay, but different story. But his structure of the video. I can't squeeze in anymore. I wish I had a stronger grip. And then I might accidentally just injure myself by doing that. But okay, let me structure his video right now. I'll make it so simple. Okay, so there's Warhammer 40k paints, right? Okay, this is how I think I would do it. Do a little introduction. I'm like, oh, this is Warhammer 40k paints. Oh, this is the logo. Okay, logo legay, very cringe. All right. I'm going to simply say this, guys. Paints. You know, the reason GW does this, they don't really care. It's like Nintendo. They don't give a shit. And then just give a very short explanation. Okay, cool. Why? Because they did this with the Games Workshop logo. They did it with the recent logos and all that. And you can tell from before and after, they streamlined the fuck out of it. And to be fair, they're only doing it just to, you know, go for a broader audience, make more money. It's business and all that. I know there's some culture war stuff going on, but, you know, it's not super important when we're talking about paints. And yeah. And then in the end, I'll just say, look, this is what happens. This is the reality. You might as well go for a different IP or go for different paints. Vallejo, Army paints, which you get them for cheaper and get more paint. So at the end, why the fuck would you get a gay-ass pot? Oh, fuck. My pot dropped. God damn it. But yeah, short, sweet, done. Obviously, I have to add a little bit of a joke flavor, of course. Obviously. Gonna add some little passion. But that's how I'll go. And that is way shorter than his. This is what I get to fucking do that 3-hour video of Arch. Because he does this. He does this shit. It's so annoying.
Shit about you, the core audience. They want the casuals. They want the people who don't know. They want the people who don't.
What's the problem with casuals? Because you've been talking about tourists, now you're talking about casuals. What's the problem with casuals now? Isn't a casual just engaging with the hobby, but in a slower pace, or someone, you know, gauging lightly into the hobby, like seasonally or whatever? Just basically, you know, the fuck is the problem with casuals? I'm being a little bit dead-ass serious with this. Casuals is not a problem. Casuals also bring new life and breath into the hobby. They did that with God of War. Now, obviously, the people who... Why did I take that comment away? I saw that. Why? Okay, Fox Chris, I saw that. Don't worry. I saw that, but for some reason it got taken away. I don't know why. What was I? Yeah. So, casuals brought life to Overwatch. They brought life to God of War because of 2018. And you see, it's not like the 40k audience where they don't know what they're talking about, and then there's no guide where to learn about 40k, even though you can just do that in codexes, really. It's just small, straightforward, done, whatever. But in God of War, you got the new ones, and you just go and play the old ones in emulators or old consoles and all that. Overwatch, you know, brought new life into the hobby. Obviously, some of them might just come and go, but they're still engaged in the fucking hobby. Isn't that what you want? For people to engage with the hobby, to understand it a little bit more? Why are you bringing up casuals now? And this is what happens when you try to do a first take video as well. You speak it a little bit out of your ass. Again, like, casual players are not the problem. Now, if we're going to talk about like actual definitive tourist, which Arch is technically by description, then sure. But at that point, we're going to be criticizing the individual than the group, the tourist group. Who the fuck is that? I haven't seen people that call themselves, we're the tourists. We are going to add whenever the fuck we want. Anyways, yeah, I'm going right now.
Care. They want the people who treat this as a status symbol first and foremost, rather than anybody else. And
you guys also notice that he's making some claims, but they're also a non sequitur fallacy, because essentially he is making the assumption thus is true because he's relying on this pattern recognition. Not the pattern recognition part, but I had a little issues when I did my earlier content because I was making my videos like a series. And there were some people who didn't really get certain things because I was trying to connect too many videos together. So and now I'm trying to isolate the videos as itself. Now he's just speaking out of his ass like somehow we understand what he's talking about. I've chatted for way too long. I require water. I deleted it because I fucked up my comment. I forgive you. And now it stays on my stream as well. Okay. My thirst is quenched. I know that at work as well, and people are like, man, you were that thirsty? God damn.
as nobody, again, is arguing that 40k is getting better. Nobody's taking up that particular position, not a single...
Depends how you're arguing with this. If you're going to argue business-wise, yes, it is getting better business-wise. But if we are going to argue the quality of the product, no, it has not gotten better. And this is what people misunderstand between these two, which is the business side and then the product itself. And you will see this happens with every fucking company, right? Whenever they get big, they're going to find some shortcuts, and then they're going to try to, shortcut so many things in order to sell more products, even more expensive if they want to, even in order to make more money. Also, hello, Blade Charge. How you doing, my good man? That's just business 101, really. That's business 101. They will try to shortcut things in order to make more profit in return. And it involves with shareholders and all that. But you get the idea. This is nothing new. This happens with McDonald's. This happens with Burger King. This happens with whoever the fuck it is. You see, with big companies, they are successfully financially and business-wise. But if we're going to argue about the product, I think that's where we're going to be discussing about it mostly. That's what I'm assuming he's going for, but he doesn't clarify in the video. His style of his video is so shit, he expects people to do it for him. Now, I've already clarified, English is my second language, so, Al? Can you define what makes a product qualitative high? Is it the material quality, or is it something based on narrative quality? You're giving two different things then. Is it the smoothness material that you're touching? Or is it a good story? I think it's both. It really depends as well. Because what if the models are made of resin, right? But they come out really good. Like, oh, small. But let focus on it. Ah, yes. So let's just say this is already printed. Now, technically, it's a little bit inferior when it comes to plastic, but it looks really good. Ooh. Oh, yeah. But the best way I can say it is, depends. Because to a certain extent, it sounds vague to me as well, because it's like, yes, it's material-wise, but it's also how they're going to make that material in order to make it look good. Fuck, what was the other... Well, where's the other question? Can you define what makes a product qualitative high? Is it the material quality, or is it something based on narrative quality? Both. I think it's both. Because you want it to make it look good, just to make it eye-catching for someone to see it. But also you need a really good, good material inside that book. Because you make it sound like it's a book. Do you like tea? Yeah, tea's fine. I'm more of a coffee enjoyer, though. Hey, NSA, how you doing, my good man? I haven't seen you for 40k years. Let's see. Oh. You're back? Oh, fuck, he's back. He's got us talked about Space Marine 2 shit. My career's over. The thing with GW, they're not just shortcutting, they're actually shifting the market away from tabletop war games to branding market. Yeah. That's essentially it, because they don't want people trying to claim like it's a tabletop company, but they're not trying to be a tabletop company anymore, because they're trying to expand it. So yeah, no, their GW's way of doing it is a little bit different, but you will notice in codexes, artworks, and they're also the quality in their writing has dropped. You can even see it in 8th edition, man, when they introduced Primaires and their artworks and all that. You can see that went downhill. And then it's no longer grimdark and all that shit, so there's that. Nella, will you motivate me to a workout? No, fuck no. Do it yourself. Fucking bitch. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. Discipline doesn't give a fuck how you feel. You just need to get the shit done. Motivation is good, but discipline is better. Let me just finish this.
Single fucking soul is taking up that position. Beyond, again, the aforementioned, well, it attracts a more diverse crowd now.
No one is saying it attracts a diverse crowd, you muppet. So, are we arguing the casual players are tourists or they are the diverse crowd now? Is that what you're arguing? Whatever.
And, listen, what, can anything be done about this? No. Nope.
Nothing can be done about this, but let me just make a 16-minute video because I want to make myself relevant again and just to talk about a fucking print.
Seriously, it can't be.
I'm trying to save 40k, and there needs to be gatekeeping. 40k is inherently right-wing. I'm trying to save 40k. But we can't do anything. Nobody fucking... Okay. I cannot...
I've already stated this quite clearly in my various predictions on this topic. Games Workshop is currently in the ascendancy. It is rolling high on a wave of popular culture, and it will only continue for...
Why did you not say that at the beginning of the video?
Quite some time, because there...
This man would rather shit on the floor, smear his ass all over the toilet seat and on the fucking back thing toilet, I forgot the name of it, and then he will just walk out and explain later why he did it.
Isn't any alternatives.
Oh yeah, also I forgot. As he smears his ass on the fucking toilet seat, he does additional shit on the side of the toilet just to assert dominance.
All of the alternatives have murdered themselves. For all of the awfulness that is going on in 40k, Star Wars is worse. Star Trek
I don't care about Star Wars and Star Trek. Who the fuck asked? We're talking about paints here.
is worse. DC is lying on the ground with a broken back, and Marvel has finally finished
Huh. My super glue is empty. Just like my fucks.
choking its own life out. It is the only alternative because it is the only alternative. So, as I've said, Games Workshop will have at least another 10 years of steady ascendancy before the crash. Possibly.
Translation, ladies and gentlemen, they got another 10 years so I can make myself relevant, guys.
Even more depending upon how good the Amazon TV series is, as they're no longer selling 40k as a product. They are selling 40k as a brand.
Whoever makes this fucking video, I need to edit this. Like, I feel like I wanted to edit this. I can make it shorter, quicker, and more effective. He explains the whole thing at the fucking end. After you went through this whole fucking shenanigans, man.
A lifestyle brand, if you will.
Shut the fuck up. You know what? I'm done. Yeah, we're at the end of this video. Get the fuck on my way. Every fucking time, man.
So I.
You know what? You know what? At the very least, Varric is better than Arch. That should be a compliment. Because at the very least, Varric doesn't piss me off. A little bit. I'm giving pauses because that was the most atrocious video that I've ever seen. It was so fucking bad. Christos ke Panayamure. I have no words. So he went through this whole dilemma, explaining the whole thing, just to come back and say, they don't care. Also, they're trying to make a broader audience. Are you fucking kidding me? Can you stop doing first take videos? You really need to edit your shit. Seriously, you need to really edit your shit. As in, like, the shit that you... The reason he does this is because he's like, I need these videos out immediately. Like, I'm just going to do my first take and I'm talking about whatever the fuck I want. If you're going to do that, do a stream. Do a fucking stream. If you're going to do a stream, do that. I don't fucking care. At least you get to interact with the audience and at least someone can correct you and all that. But doing a first take on a video where you don't even have a structure, you don't even edit your shit, you don't even fucking even know what you're talking about. Warhammer 40k paints are ruining 40k. Why? Because it's more bland and more straightforward. And here's are the examples of what they did with Games Workshop. This is what they did with artworks. This is what they did with logos. And because it's getting more bland and gay as fuck. Done. This thing of adding fucking... they're doing for the diverse crowd and culture war and the fuck had any relation with paint? Paint. Guys, we're talking about fucking paint. He went from paint to fucking culture war. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm gonna read chat now. Okay. You know what? Bad pause. There we go, better. I'm not insane. I'm not schizophrenic, I swear, guys. I swear. The voice just told me. Anyways. Ay. The moment I go Greek mode, this is where it all ends. Man, every Arch video is just fucking annoying. All right, let me read chat. Let me put some fucking music on before I'm just fucking. Oh, Titor! Hello, my good man. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Okay. Let's see. So that's team, workouts. Just get someone to spank you if you come off the treadmill. What do they even need the spanking for that? You're gonna go face first to the fucking treadmill and go get shaved off. My guy Arch uses casual player, new player, tourist, interchangeable, I think. If that is what his argument is, that casual players are tourists, then he's not connecting them well. Because that's not what casuals are. Even I did that mistake as well. What was it? I feel like he's crying. What, me or Arch? For me, I have to add flavor, guys. Come on, it's a stream. So, and because I can't fucking go, I can't yell. So I have to throw out my energy somehow. If it's gonna go one way, it's gonna go the other way. If he can't do anything yet, he keeps in trying. That's what pisses me off. That's what pisses me off, man. You know, they could have done everything. They could have done this and this, but they did it for the diverse. And also, guys, they don't really care. I've done this before. That was that one time I did it with friends. We were just like, face cams and all that. And then there was this Axe spray, or Lynx in Australia. I was like, oh wow, strawberry Axe. What does it taste like? You don't want to know what happened afterwards. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't want to know what happened afterwards. He got a bit of the tip of my tongue, but he didn't go the whole through. Why is he talking like a posh British doodle head? Oh wow. Even another one noticed, and they just watched a little bit of Arch. I had to clean up the mess like that once. Oh yeah, that happened to me as well. I wanted to go in that bathroom, and there's only one toilet seat. But that one toilet seat, you can call it the shit throne. For all I know, man, like, let's just say I had to hold it for a bit until it gets cleaned. It was pretty bad. You should get a job to translate people like Arch. No. Oh, well, actually, it makes me money, so maybe. I don't know. Do it for the vine. Hey, Glovek. How you doing, my good man? Let's see. Varrock is better than Arch. Dude. Varrock is dyslexic. And he does it better than Arch. The soup is cold and the salad is hot. How does this make sense? Wait, Deleb is becoming a loyalist Iron Warrior? Well, I do have a 3D printed Pet Rabo. Those who know? No, Shirak is the main simp of all of them. Trying really hard to keep 40k alive, just pull the plug, bro. What was it? There are other better paint brands than GW. Yeah, pretty much. Everyone's been saying that in the chat right now. It's just, yeah. For me, I just have these old ones. I have the old ones, but I do have the quote-unquote recent, excuse me, recent ones, but this was like during 9th edition.
So, gonna have to use it somehow. Gabagool.
Rage of Sparta on. Me pulling my hair is literally Rage of Sparta. Thank God I'm not tired, or else I would have lost so many energy. When it comes to paints, go with Vallejo, I'm a painter, or Green Stuff World. Simple as. Fuck. You know what is also fascinating? Arch didn't... Oh, well, Arch brought up other paints like Vallejo, but he doesn't encourage people to go for other paints. The more I think about the video, the worse it gets. Oh, it's getting worse. When the wallet is empty and the head is red anger, you see the Greek. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
You don't talk about my country, you son of a bitch. We have the richest language in the West. Fucking.
What specifically makes Varek you less angry than Arch? Good question, actually. The problem with Arch, he goes to a topic and then he just fluffs so much shit in his video. And then the stuff that I've already disproved him at the beginning of the video, he already just contradicted himself from the end of the video. And this whole stream right now, this whole video that he did was fucking pointless. That's what pisses me off. Because I sit there and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be genuine. Let's go through it, you know? I might suffer for a bit. I might go, you know, I might go that shit. Fine. Let's go through it. You know? I try, man. I honestly try. But, fuck's sakes. But with Varek, right? Varek's a little bit more straightforward. But sometimes his points is, very disagreeable. At least I can disagree with that. It's very straightforward. Arch is like... Fuck, I'm trying to find something. 3D printed models. Wait. 3D printed models is ruining 40k. But in before... Actually, no. Actually, this is the... Oh my god, this is the best way to explain this. Arch specifically does this, and this just came off, so I'll have to glue it back together. Oh well. Arch will be like this. This ruins 40k. But before we get into that, I'm going to do my explanation just like how I do an ad. I got 5 million power in Rise of Kingdoms. That's what he fucking does. And you try to go through that whole fucking painful process, and it gets to fucking nowhere. I'm just gluing this shit. Let's glue this shit real quick. There we go. Anayasu. There we go. I got another 3 bikes to paint and then play a private game with a mate of mine.
We're playing 3rd edition.
Will I live stream it? Fuck no. It's my private game. I want to do it whenever I want. Fuck, what was it? The funny one. Fuck you, Angels of Val. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good joke though, but as well. Brother, I'm a casual player. My condolences. I forgive you.
But also, that means you're a tourist, you bigot.
Nelab is Greek and his army is Iron Warriors. I started with Imperial Fist, and then later on I started with, and then I've been doing Iron Warriors, but 3D printed. Fun. If casual players are tourists, then a lot of the player base are tourists. Yeah. Again, this is what happens when you don't challenge yourself. When you don't challenge yourself, you don't think differently, and you also aren't able to think in different perspectives. That's what I like to do. That's why I like to do like a little bit of debates or conversations in general, because it gets me to understand the other person's perspective, no matter how like I disagree and all that. Stop tracking me down. Go for it.
I do play Winston in Overwatch. Used to. Okay?
Yell, you won't. Dude, I got people sleeping. I know the best idea. Oh, hey Demon, how you doing, my good man? Like 45 minutes behind, but yeah, Arch, I'm sure, never worked a normal job. I think he said something about family business. He never worked on business. I'm just saying. He never worked on retail to understand that, how do I say this very kindly, huh? People are not very smart, you know? But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to ask questions. How successful is the family business? No idea. I'm assuming it's successful. Fox Cruise, are you? I'll use your voice now. These one just chilling. How about you? I'm dying. Varric is just a chill uncle. A little bit gay, but not that much. Yep. Hey Tim, how you doing, my good man? You have to forgive him. He's British. True. Nelopus finds Arch less hot. No. 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 Good morning. Well, it is 2:30 a.m. for me, so it is morning. Hey, Jordan, how you doing, my good man? No joke, on another subtopic, not 40k, a commenter mentioned Varrax being right often thing. Is this about his rumor series? That he has like 100% win rate? I miss your Overwatch streams. I don't. All I do is essentially played for fucking semi-pro teams, played a couple of games, and Overwatch was just very fucking annoying. But then again, I had a different mentality back then. Right now, I'm just like, I just don't care. I'll play a lot better, that's for sure, but I don't care. Stream God of War 3. I already did that. You can go watch the other stream. But yeah. There's nothing much I can say about the art stream, but holy fuck, 2 hours, man. Fuck me. I'm not gonna lie, it actually annoys me. I don't know why, it actually annoys me. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, could have been shorter. But I do blame myself as well, because I'm like... Because I'm trying to think, like, what I could have done better and all that shit, but I can do that for the next... If it ever happens again, I'll just do it on the next stream. So that won't be a problem. I'd say Black Worker Manga is pretty bad. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Yeah, that's pretty bad for everyone, really. I didn't know I could do that. Arj is the 40k grifter. Fair enough. It's really weird when people say, well, how do they say it? It's so stupid. I sit there, I'm like, guys, I understand why people would say he's a grifter, because he actually fits that description. But I'm just thinking the sense of, he's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot because he doesn't, half the time he doesn't even know what he's talking about. Jokes about one thing and he doesn't know what he's talking about. He defines something for once or twice, and then he fits that very fucking description. So fucking annoying. They got a really wide net that tends to affect. Yeah, that's almost everywhere, really. Oh yeah, that's what I was going for. People confuse that I call him a fucking idiot, somehow dismisses that Arch himself fits the very description of being a grifter. I can agree to that, I acknowledge that. But for me, I'm like, dude, I'm not even going for the grifter route. I just think he's just a pure fucking idiot. That's it. Imagine working so hard to advertise for a company and not getting paid. Varric either works for GW or he's the dumbest person on the earth. I do agree to a certain extent it is his audience, because he does have a sizable audience, more or less. Oh yeah. Wait, huh? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? So this fat fuck is gonna absorb the rest of the YouTube now. Yeah, he's got a decent size of the audience, right? Remember, children, ours said a slur before while talking about snorkelings. Yeah, that one I just didn't give a shit. I was like, I'm like, really? Oh, house and words. I'm like, cheap. I've seen some people who put a better fucking flavor on those. Right? That's all I'm gonna say. Based on what? Based on this design on this Warhammer paint. I mean, it is more of a roundabout way for you to label Arch, while his channel, his business practice seemed to show he's a grifter. Yeah, that's fine. Like for me, I'm more targeting him as a person and calling him a fucking idiot. Because the more I notice is half the time he doesn't even know what he's talking about. So that's why I'm going for the path of he's a fucking idiot, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And that's why I like to probe a lot. I'm like, I want to debate this motherfucker. Because this motherfucker doesn't have a ground to stand on. His ground is his audience. He's relying the audience to do the job for him. Meanwhile, I'm just like, just every fucking 40 Arch fan. Like, I remember there was one in my fucking Discord trying to justify Arch's actions. And most of them were fucking horse shit. Dog shit. And you know what happened afterwards? He left. No, like, hey man, you wanna take in your voice chat or something? I wanna challenge you. No. Just accept what we think, or else we just leave. Okay, fucking leave then. What, you think I give a shit about popularity? People really think, like, okay, good views. Right? It's not bad. It's fine. But people mistake, like, I'm here for growth. Like, I did that at the beginning. I was like, I'm gonna test this bad boy out, because someone told me about the algorithm and all that. And I'm like, I went through with that. It was good. But afterwards, I was like, I don't care. Like, I will still do this. Meanwhile, I can just do, please be up. Ooh, yeah. Meanwhile, I can still do God of War shit here, so. My old channel. I do really need to talk about God of War topics this week. I'm gonna try to make it simple. Okay. Oh, this is the only stream is gonna be very fucking long. I hope this is short. Okay. Okay, Varric is very blurry. There we go, 720p. Ooh, disgusting. early Nellup is like money. It wasn't even for the money at all. I didn't even make that much either. You'll be surprised. Like, despite of some videos that did really well and then some of them just did not, I'm just like, cool. Meanwhile, I just go get a job and I work at the job and then sell some stuff in real life and do some services that get me more money than what I make on YouTube. So early me, it was more essentially of, oh shit, I'm getting pretty lucky. All right, let's fuck around and find out. I fucked around and found out a lot. Called out channels, talking shit to my own audience. I'm like, you guys you can't even make an argument. Shut the fuck up. Making my whole fucking civil war myself. Like, I didn't even give a shit. I was like, I'm gonna fucking fight everyone. I'm gonna fuck out my way. This whole trash comments. Right? I learned a lot ever since I started my YouTube career. But also, you have to also understand, in the end, I'm just a guy that just makes videos, talks about what he thinks about, and this is how I do things. That's pretty much it. I'm not like Arch, then I'm just going to sit there and be like, how am I going to make myself relevant again, guys? Oh my god, we're going to talk about paints, guys. Or we're going to talk about the label. I need to find a new word. You juju as... Oh no, this is... Okay, I used this word before. You juju as beanhead. It's not that important. So, if there's something that is like very minuscule, you know what I'm going to do? I don't even need to make a video about it. Okay, what the fuck did I do? Post. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to make a post. Shit post a bit. All done. I don't need to make a video. The fuck I'm going to say. Like, that's what I noticed with some earlier videos when people talk about certain 40k topics and all that. Like, for me, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, the fuck am I going to talk about? Everybody fucking, most people more or less knows about it. And if people don't know about it, I would just make it simple and just be like, guys, just go somewhere else. I've already mentioned this how many fucking times?
In the grim darkness of the far future, there's only fluffiness.
Okay. But yeah, no, if it's something simple, I'll just put it out. It's fine. I do have a video. I got a video planned. It's something related. I'm not gonna say much. Oh yeah, like even something like this. I'm not gonna make a video about this. I was like shit posting. I'm like,
the next collab, guys.
So some people actually believed it. Some almost believed it, to be exact. It's fucking funny. The voices are not real. Nello is acting. Oh man, I got so many fucking different names people call me. It's great. Fucking, I got the simplest name and people still fuck up. Stop! It's fucking up! Honestly glad that I helped you out and make content to stream on. It's fine. I'm just like, oh, I want to talk about it. Might as well. And also, oh yeah, like this one, right? Okay, you know what? Thank you. Like even like this, all I have to do is take the photo of it. I'm like, you know what? This is gay. And if I ever did a orc video, I would have included that in. You guys are being cringe. I don't want to even see or hear that kind of shit. But yeah, dude, Arch doesn't even need to talk about 8 fucking minutes for something simple. This man only took about 4 minutes, and he was done. And you know what? I'm going to give Varric credit for that. He doesn't need that much to talk about. Right? And that's what I learned over time. The more I made videos, the more I realized I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do that much. And then I get to do something else. I still need to do the self-reflection stream. Fuck. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Anyways, let's get to this video. And hopefully we get to finish this easier.
So I'm going to UK Games Expo. I don't know if any of you guys are going to UK Games Expo. If you are going to UK
Why would I go to a third world country where their accent is, thank you, please come again?
Games Expo, I'd love to meet you. You know, it's only 1 membership to meet me. 5 memberships for the picture. 10 memberships if you want me to smile in that picture.
Can you fucking don't advertise?
What tournaments are there? Because what I was planning to do is do a little vlog. So I was going to say, I don't know, maybe I can go to like, you know, this one and like maybe meet people there and ask them like, how is it and stuff like that. So I went on to the UK Games Expo events, what's going on here. And I was like, oh, look at this. 1-page rules tournament, £13 a ticket. That's nice. Batman tournament, £16 a ticket. Warcry narrative casual event. Right? World Cry UK. Because Warcry's dead now to GW. Someone else is hosting like a narrative cool casual event.
Actually, yeah, true. What the fuck happened to Warcry? Oh shit. I actually forgot about that. I forgot they exist. The fuck happened? Dude, the last time I remember that, it was like 9th edition? Early 9th edition or something? Okay.
WA presents Star Wars X-Wings, £20 a ticket. UK Games Expo are even hosting their own Blood Bowl tournament,
cringe game,
£13. Warcry Match Play tournament, Warcry UK again. This guy is hosting tournament, £11. That's really cool.
Okay.
Now, let's look at the GW ticket price.
Woo-wee! Woo-wee! Okay, to be fair, let me check real quick. Sorry, to get a little translation.
What the fuck?
For $200, I would have just get another 3D washer. What the fuck? Do it for euros? Why the fuck would I do a third world currency? Actually, no. You can do it yourself. Don't you guys have phones? What the fuck? Do it yourself. Just being an asshole right now.
Prices. The official GW ticket, £125.
Requisition.
Okay. Oh, this is from a stream. Oh, that's cool. 140k grand tournament. So what do they offer? 8 rounds, 3-day tournament, carefully crafted to account for different levels of gaming skill. What, the fucking Combat Patrol mats that you only play for 500 or 1,000 point army, and if you do any more than that, you just gotta cram even more armies together, and then fingers crossed that you don't fucking die in turn 1. Jesus fucking Christ.
So, right, is someone just riding off the coattails of Warhammer 40,000? So I went in here, UK Games Expo is...
I'm just going to read the rest. I know he's going to do...
Is someone just riding off the coattails of Warhammer 40,000?
Okay. Whether you're a casual player of Warhammer 40k, a grizzled... Okay, this is just explaining. Okay, this is what I want to see. Days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, various, yep. 242 remaining. Oh my god, some people actually bought this. 125, Jesus Christ. This is a 8-round, 3-day tournament. Is being held for the first time in Games Expo and has been carefully crafted to account different levels gaming. Yep, I already read that one. There is a path to victory no matter what type of player you are. All those looking for a great time with amazing models and roll handfuls of dice and our ticket also includes one of our amazing event exclusive swag. Well, who the fuck uses swag? Fuck. Swag boxes. Okay. Inside the collectible box, you will find an array of goodies, including an event store coupon, metal dice, battle notebook and pen, event stickers, and more. So basically, you're not only entering a tournament. What? So you're going in. Oh wait, you guys can't see. Whoops, my bad. It's just this one right here. My bad. So this guy. So you're paying for the ticket not just to enter the tournament, but the ticket also includes for you to already get a prize. Okay, I thought this was completely different than I thought. I thought it was going to be like, well, in order to enter a tournament, it has to be 125. I need to ask someone about this. This is very special because I don't participate in tournaments that hard. But I've been in tournaments before, but more on the digital side, really. But you don't... Bitching about free meal, basically. But you don't get a free meal. But there's no free food. There's no food. So basically, you go play 8 rounds for 3 whole days, meanwhile having a prize. What the fuck is the point of a tournament, then? Is the point of a tournament is to get in and win games? Am I reading this wrong? Is this meant to be a tournament? Yeah, it's a tournament. Okay, let's continue.
Warhammer 40,000. So
I couldn't be any more bamboozled, I'm losing voice right now. I couldn't be any more baffled of how ridiculous this is. We went from Arch, and now we're going for this, not on Varak, but this whole scenario. What the fuck? Okay, this is very new to me. I'll give him credit for that.
I went in here. UK Games Expo is acting as an authorized ticket agent on behalf of Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
All of these are an official GW tournament.
Requisitions arrived. The heretics.
I don't know if he read the rest, but I hope he read the rest because... So you get an 8-round, 3-day games. Meanwhile, you get a prize that you paid for. The fuck is the point of the tournament, then? Isn't the point of the tournament is to test your skills and try to win in order to get that prize?
Mate, I think that is just... Again, can I just say this right now?
Well, to be fair, how can he read the rest? Because he's a little bit dyslexic, so we have to forgive him.
All right. I'm a positive person. I love to...
Are you?
Talk about positive things. I love to have a laugh. I love to have a joke, right? I know I've been kind of a negative Nancy over these past couple of weeks when it comes to...
I'm not going autism mode.
Pricing, but it has to be spoken about. Because stuff like...
I'm not going to be negative Nancy, even though the topics are very relevant to talk about.
Like this is an embarrassment. This is a multi-billion-pound company.
All right, I'm gonna pull off the what I did with Arch. They don't care.
This guy is hosting 2 tournaments, right? And he's doing the tickets for 11 quid.
They don't care.
The funny thing is, right, if you click on this and you go to here, you can see how many tickets have been sold and how many tickets are remaining. Now, at £125, if my quick maths are right, and they sell 320 tickets, that's close to 40 grand, is it? I may be wrong. Is it exactly 40 grand? There we go. Quick math.
Come on, you're dyslexic. I don't recall you being good at math. Come on now.
Mate, that's a meme in itself. That has to be planned. If it's exactly 40 grand, someone has done that on purpose.
He doesn't read this. He only read the last part where it's like, oh, we're on behalf of Games Workshop. Meanwhile, your ticketing also includes one of our amazing event exclusive swag boxes. Inside the collectible box, you will find an array of goodies, including an event of store coupon, metal dice, battle notebook, and pen, event stickers, and more. That's why that increases the price, because they are including more into the fucking ticket. It's not just a fucking event you spared.
Mate, quick math. Mate, that's a meme in itself. That has to be planned. This
is not even negative Nancy either, because this is just I'm becoming monotone. My voice is giving out. It's not even negative Nancy, because this is just a mere fact. Well, technically it's ridiculous, but then you just go read this part here that Varric didn't even bother reading, and we're already half of the video. I'm just saying. Now, is it ridiculous of a price for a grand tournament? Yep. But it does explain why they increased that pricing. And if Varric wasn't fucking dyslexic, this would help him a lot.
It's exactly 40 grand. Someone has done that on purpose. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, well, it's right there, Varric. Can't you read it? Of course they done it on purpose. They include with the box. That's why it's 125 quid.
There's no way they're hosting a 40k tournament. They're selling the tickets for £125 each.
And also, don't forget, the ticket includes with the amazing box with collectibles.
And it adds up to, if they sell it all, 40 grand. That's too much of a coincidence. Now,
too much of a coincidence, and yet he hasn't still read, by the way. I'm still giving a benefit of a doubt that he might have read it, but he hasn't read it yet. Also includes boxes that collect the rewards. That's why you get it for 125.
40 grand. That's too much of a coincidence. Now, I will look on the other side of the coin. Maybe it cost them a lot of money to rent the tables, but
Varric. You fat marshmallow fluffy man. If only you can read this. If only you can read. More than 40k fan right there.
The price is up. Of course, this is going to have more space.
That's right, guys. Don't you like my high-pitched voice?
Requisitions arrive. The heretics will burn.
Battle Brothers.
Got to pay for the recall. Yeah, mate, I just thought that was really, really insane. Because, mate, I was hoping that was going to be some 40k stuff there.
The heretics.
Because I want to actually go around and maybe meet some people who are playing it and stuff and ask them how they're doing. Got to pay for the recall.
Oh, don't tell me he's just going to talk to his chat now. You don't get the tables, you rent the... Yeah, I get about the rent and all that, but for me, it just makes a little bit more sense why they kind of make it more expensive. Is it justified? No. But at the very least, you can see where it went. If Varric was able to read. You know, yeah.
Mate, that's what it is. £220 including... Oh, yeah. I haven't even spoken about the main thing. This doesn't get you entry to the event. This is just the ticket to play at their table at the event. On top of this, you then have to buy the UK Games Expo ticket. That's this ticket price is just for you.
Your ticket also includes one of our amazing events exclusive swag boxes. Inside the collective box, you will find an array of good, including an event store coupon, metal dice, battle notebook, and pen, event stickers, and more.
To play at their tables. Look, this event also requires a valid 3-day UK Games Expo entry ticket and a Friday event ticket. Is it?
Your ticket also includes one of our amazing event exclusive swag boxes. Inside the collective box, you will find an array of goodies, including an event store coupon, metal dice, battle notebook and pen, event stickers, and more.
125 for one day? No, mate. It's 125 to play at their tournament over the 3 days. So you have to buy the ticket for UK Games Expo, their ticket, and don't forget, right, since this is a 3-day tournament, you're going to be traveling to this. So you're going to be getting a hotel. How much that's going to be around?
Why would you get in a hotel? Just got a family member. Oh, don't you have a family member, guys? I'm just
On
giving
this
shit.
time, I expect if you're taking part in this tournament, you're looking around. Mate, do you know what? I didn't even factor in food. Travel I factored in, but food and...
How the fuck did you miss food? Have you not seen yourself in the mirror? Then again, it's really hard to tell because if he ever appeared in my fucking face cam, he would just cover the whole thing.
Stuff like that. At least 400-500 quid if you're going here. For me, mate, I would rather go to Benidorm for the weekend. For 500 quid, mate, you probably go...
You know what's better? Being in my bed and take a sleep than going outside. That's just me. Saves a lot more money. Who would have thought?
Go Benidorm for a week. All inclusive. I will say this. That is ridiculous. Again, 85 quid for the kill team.
Your ticket also includes one of our amazing events exclusive swag boxes. Inside the collective box, you will find an array of goodies, including an event store coupon, metal dice, battle notebook and pen, event stickers, and more.
I will say this. That is ridiculous. Again, 85 quid for the kill team. £125 for the Warhammer one. Underworlds, that's going to be up on an hour lost. No one goes to that. How many...
The reason I want to keep playing the video because I want to see if he notices it. So I don't want to like just stop midway and then leave, and then afterwards I'm just like, want to fucking shove super glue up in my mouth or some shit. I don't know.
How many Age of Sigmar tickets have sold? It would take.
So this is Age of Sigma. Ladies and gentlemen, my rating skills. Even in Age of Sigma. Your ticket also includes one of our amazing event exclusive swag boxes. Inside the collective box, you will find an array of goodies, including an event store coupon, metal dice, battle notebook and pen, event stickers, and more.
On water. Mate, 8 tickets. The memes are real. The eight AOS players are all meeting up. This is their yearly meetup. Kill team, let's say kill team.
Kill team. Your ticket also includes one of our amazing event exclusive swag boxes. Inside the collective box, you will find an array of goodies, including an event store coupon, metal dice, battle notebook and pen, event stickers, and more. Actually, that is actually way better. You just get the same shit, but you just go play Kill Team. And it's also the same thing. It's just a 3-day Warhammer game, a tournament. Well, this one is a little bit less because it's not 8 round 3 days. My bad.
the kill teams are sold. Warhammer Underworlds. Half of them.
Okay, so this one's a little bit cheaper. Yeah, this one's a 2-day, no 8-round, whatever the fuck that was. But, guys, technically that's cheaper then. Because they also have this. Your ticket also includes one of our amazing event exclusive swag boxes. Inside the collectible box, you will find an array of goodies including an event store coupon, metal dies, battle notebook and pen, event stickers, and more. And just £50? God damn, that's already cheaper than the 40k one.
Theirs is sold. Let's see this one. The 13 quid one. Blood Bowl. Dead game.
Hey,
Told you it's
Delta.
dead. 1-page rules. Let's see this. No one's bought one for 1-page rules.
1-page rules shit. No. Do whatever you want with that.
I'm sorry, 1-page rules. You're just like AOS, you're dead. Your ticket will...
He's reading it. At the end of the video, he's reading it. Holy shit. Okay, we're getting somewhere, okay. Maybe I just repeated so many times, he heard it through my stream, and he's actually saying it.
Also include one of our amazing event exclusive swag boxes. Swag. Inside of these collectible boxes, you will find an array of goodies, including an event. This is what makes me laugh. We're going to give you some good things in a bag. Here's a coupon that you can only spend in our shop. It's a full-on scam. God damn it.
Oh, well, you are quite professional with scamming, dude. It took you... Okay, from this edit of the video, it probably was a little bit longer. It took you that long to realize they included the extra shit? Why do you think it was 125 in the first place?
Metal dice, battle notebook and pen, event stickers and more. It sounds like a Valfest. Valfest stickers. They're copying me. At least you can win big bucks by winning the...
Well, to be fair, you copy each other. It's just trying to figure out who figures out the idea first.
Tournament, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I like he just commented that so shortly and he's like, oh yeah, whatever. That answers everything. Why they're having that price. Is it ridiculous? Absolutely. You know what? I can't bash him too hard. I can't bash him too hard. Because he's not as bad as Arch. So I'm in peace.
Event stickers and more. It sounds like a Valfest. Valfest stickers. They're copying me.
I'm lividly calm, but I'm in peace.
At least you can win big bucks by winning the tournament, right? If I'm not mistaken, the only prize you get from these tournaments, is it like a golden ticket or something? To go to another tournament? Come back, right? To another one. Really?
I don't know. You just have to find out in the fucking box. Maybe you'll get some additional shit, man. I don't know.
Really prove yourself. Now, if it was me, and I was Games Workshop...
No, if it was you, I already ignore it. Because your Valfest is a scam. Come on. We all know he's an Iron Warrior from under that whole fat. Come on. No wonder he's losing weight. He's losing weight because he's afraid that he's going to show his true identity, that he's going to be an Iron Warrior. Fucking pussy.
And I know what's going to be happening at this event because I've foreseen it with a foil. 11th
he's got to do the rumor shits that has 100% accuracy. Here we go.
edition is going to be on show there. You want your 40k, right? You want them to be coming over to your booth looking at all the stuff. You should be putting this ticket down as cheap as you possibly can. Maybe.
No, they weren't going to do that. And they don't care. They think in their heads it's justified because they're like, hey, look, you're going to enter our tournament. You're going to be doing for 3 days, for 8 rounds, and we're going to give you some extra additional gifts for participating in our tournament. For me, I'm just going in a different angle of, what the fuck is the point of the tournament? You're already giving a prize to people who are participating in the tournament, and if they win, the fuck are they going to get? Another collectible box? That's amazing.
Just to cover it, that's it. Get them sold. Get your fans in there. Get them at your booth. Get the hype going. Right? You want pictures. You want vlogs and stuff like that.
The fuck was that ending? Oh, we'll discuss about this one. Where is it? I need to play some music now. Anyways, I don't know, guys. I don't know if you guys have this, but
I got a paint marker.
it's called Playmakers. Got it from a local hobby shop. I was like, oh, William, I saw what you deleted, and it's now leaving my fucking Castle Labs multi-chat. But I'll try these. Actually, really good. It's actually really good. How do I say this? You don't need to put a pot. You don't need to put like a foil or something, and then have to thin it and all that. You just have it in a pen. All you have to do is just do the undercoat shit, and have a couple markers if you want, and then go, and it's done. I think it's pretty cool. Like if you want to do like spit paints or have something quick, just add it on, dries up, fits perfectly. Obviously there are maybe some differences with sizes at the tip of the brush and all that. Now let me try again. Where did my model go? Uh-oh. I somehow lost the model that I showed at the beginning. Oh no. The last thing I want to do is move, because the next thing I'm going to hear is I can't even see. Anyways, this I thought it was neat. Give me a second.
Give me your money.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Can it work now? Focus. There we go. Look at that model. It's really hard because it's inverted. Yeah. The silver parts that you see on the bolter, that's from the pen. It's from the marker. It's pretty good. I appreciate it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Anyways, the Truman shit. What the fuck? Nothing ends up, spinning alive. I don't have to watch this one. Cringe. What do I need to watch that? Like I've seen it, but I'm like I saw it, I was like, oh, cool. It's another model that I saw, and I was like, oh, that's kind of, it's alright. Community. There we go. You can check on that one while I'm chatting with people. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about as well. I think this is a campaign book, isn't it? Yeah, it seems like a campaign book. Okay. Alright. Time to chat with the audience that I desperately try to ignore. I think most of my audience is just YouTubers. YouTube audience. I will try to figure a way to make the chat box more visible. Unless nope, never mind. I have to figure out how to make the chat really good, better, because you can barely see it. It's kind of annoying. Alright, enough with AI music. Now let's put the boring one. Dark techno music. I used to play that music when I used to play Vermintide 2, when I used to do streams back in the 2020. 6 years ago. Oh. Okay. Fuck, this is long. Fuck, this is long. Guy gets upset about a product and the price without knowing what's in the product. True. You do have a point on that one. It just vaguely tells us of what the product is, but we just don't know what it is. Oh, well, we don't know the full scope of it. Did you get tables when you read? Oh no, I already read that one. Also, one thing about the tournament or the planning of one is also work. True. So it's not like the prize is just a random number. Even if we can agree the price is too high or does not give enough value. Yeah. Sleep on the streets, save money in your head. The metal dice sounds kind of worth if they look good. Like, people are willing to give bank for cool dice that are limited. For me, I really don't give a shit when it comes to the dice, dude. I can just go to a $2 store and I'll have like 2 bags of dice. And I'll just like fucking roll them. Plus, I can 3D print dices if I wanted to. That's like 4th or the 5th time Varric missed the possible prize text. Yeah, as we found out at the end, he did bring it up, but it was just funny. I hope the different tournaments give a different dice. Otherwise, that's a real reason to be upset. True. Metal dice. So anyone know a good alternative source for painting minis? Number 1, Vallejo. I don't know who the fuck that is, but yeah, Vallejo paints. I don't have a paint on me. Oh no, there is. There's one. Look. Right? Vallejo paints, they're fine. They're pretty good. Even on spray paints, they're even better. They apply much better, and I never had the problems. But with Citadel or Warhammer paints, they look so fucking bad. All you have to do, take up the lid, upside down, squeeze it a bit, and the paint comes off. Some paint just dripped off. But yeah, does a better job. Army paints is more or less the same. They also come with kits as well. If you want to try them. It's pretty good. I haven't touched much with army paints, but there was at some point I might plan to get one because of yellow. I'm trying to get like a proper golden look yellow, or just yellow in general, just so I can make my Imperial Fist. That's it. Like, most likely I'm just gonna have contrast paints. That's the idea of it. There you go. Those are 2 options that you do it. And also, like, it also depends, like, what you want to do with it. Like, do you want contrast paints to speed paint? Or do you want something basic first to learn, you know, the basic fundamentals of how to paint, and then you can just upgrade yourself later on? Up to you. Let's see, I'm going to scroll up. I think I'll stay home and play a better game like open page rules with friends. I haven't played it, but as far as what I've seen, it's just the same as 40k, man. The factions are the same. The way they set up is the same, and I'm just like, dude, I came to play something a little bit more flavor and different, but all I'm getting is just the same shit. So, yeah, I don't care. And also, the lore was ass, and because the lore is ass, I sincerely don't give a shit about tabletop. Because you need someone to get invested by something. Why you want to play tabletop? To play this faction. Why you want to play this faction? Because they think you think they look cool. Why do they look cool? Because of this fucking story or lore they brought up. It's always back to the stories and lore. If you can't do that, then you can't do the rest. Damn it. Varric doesn't speak like a British man. And you don't speak Italian. You don't even like pizza. He can't read if it's not highlighted. True. He identifies as loud. Nice. Got him ticket to the Warhammer factory. Hey, William. Man, why did my friend have to get into the setting as it's returning itself to the Shadow Realm? What was it? It's because it's getting more broader and people notice it more, and it's being advertised to so many other places, and people see it and they're like, damn, that's cool, I want to get into it. And then they get into it and see YouTube channels and all that. It happens. But as long as they understand and know the bad things that happens with 40k, they can get to decide if they want to be a simp or they want to be a man and grow some balls and go for something else. And I'm probably very monotone right now because I'm losing energy because I barely stream for this long. I usually do it about 2 hours and then I get it done. Scrolling. What was the ending? Dude, I was laughing. I was like, what the fuck? I heard that rumor 40k is dead and intelligent people play better games like open page rules and play at home and no need to go miles to play it. Again, for me, one page rules, I'm like, stop being 40k. That is the main problem with open page rules. It's trying to be 40k, even though they don't understand why 40k was successful in the first place. They're trying to make something they clearly don't understand, and they literally just copy paste it. Really. So, for me, I'm just like, yeah, cool. One page rules is better than 40k. Dude, I just see it's 40k. Doesn't matter if it's better or not. I just look at it and I'm like, I thought this would have its own flavor, its own uniqueness. Like, obviously, there's no such thing as originality, but still, I thought they'll be a little bit better than that. And then just be like, we're 40k, but a little bit different. Can you fucking not? At least Space King, even though they have some flavor of 40k, but they do it themselves. Or Project Morningstar. You can see some noticeable things, but they do their own flavor. Just like that. Even though I have problems with their fucking codex, that needs to be fixed, like holy shit, but other than that, yeah. Play DRG? Why does that sound familiar? And then I have a feeling it's not something I will play. Oh, Deep Rock Galactic. I've already played that, man. I've already played that. Rocket Stone. And I've already played a little bit of their other game they had. I forgot the... Yeah, it's Deep Rock Galactic Rogue. That's what it is. One page rule. Hey, William. One page rules is slightly better than 40k than. Oh, fuck me. Why does it keep scrolling down? I hate it. Excuse me. The Orc War Boss looked cool to me, and his minion rock is also cool. I'll give a look on that. I'll make a quick look. Watch the Roman conquest by Greece by kings and generals, and paying some minis by normal person. Fuck off. I ain't gonna fucking watch that, dude. You know what I'm gonna watch? Darkness, because I'm gonna be sleeping. 4,000 points, 5 rounds, events rules. Is that what the case should be? Yeah, they should have basic rules, and then if you want to, you know, level up, you just increase it. So, like, for easy rules, you can have how 10th edition is set up, and then if you want to go for more advanced rules, you can add armor values, terrain, the points you add to the relic weapons and all that, and then actually categorize the things that should be. No, I don't like this music. Suck it, bitch. I don't give a fuck. So wait, Iron Warriors got in a campaign thing. I think it's a campaign book. I've seen the model as well. This artwork, a little bit more greediness, please. I need it to look rough and dirty as fuck. You're an Iron Warrior in siege combat. Why does it make it look like it's so clean? Fuck, I need to grab. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna grab some artists, and I'm like, can you make this more grimdark? Because actually, I can even do with AI bots, and if they will do fucking 10 times fucking better than whatever this artwork is. It's fucking annoying. Like, keep this in mind. I can grab this art, make it look grimdark, and it will look 10 times better than this. Let that sink in. Not the same. Altering activation, free digital rules. You can use any law you like. Yeah, but that's a problem. You can use any law that you like. So at that point, it's not so much of its own flavor. It's just, yeah, whatever you want, man. Just play tabletop. Why the fuck people will be getting invested in that? Like, you do understand, people like to go things that are a little bit more cemented. That's why people are more graduated with Space King or a little bit more Project Morningstar, because they have their own fucking flavor. And because they have more fucking flavor in their own lore and they're investing into that, then they can go and play tabletop and play the factions that you want to play. Simple as. This thing of, oh, play whatever you want. Oh, at that point, no one's going to play anything. Oh, I'm going to play 40k into a tabletop that I barely even give a shit about. Simple as. Where am I? Okay, so I'm up to date slowly. Talking about paints. Hey, Taco Nuke. Kinda. Talking about paints, talking about videos, we talked about a little bit of art, talking a little bit of Varag. You can watch the VOD. I'm losing my voice and all that. Rockstone. Now playing a game and then giving reviews like a movie review about a movie you haven't seen. Dude, I just looked at it. I'm like, are you like? I looked at the open page rules. I looked at it. I'm like, is this 40k? I can't be fucked, man. Just give me something that is, you know, that I have a reason to invest in, not Oh, yeah, bring your 40k lore to us, man, and play our tabletop. I don't give a fucking shit. Give me some good lore. Give it to me. Like, does Battlefield 1 be like, oh, you know, you're a Call of Duty fan? Oh, just come to us and pretend this is Call of Duty. No, bitch. This is Battlefield 1. You play it because it's Battlefield. You play Call of Duty because it's Call of Duty. You play fucking Overwatch because it's Overwatch. You play fucking Paladins it's Paladins. You play the things that you like. Fuck! So stupid. If it's gonna be anything, and then, what's the... Anyways, I'm going on a rant. There's a reason there used to be copycats of Call of Duty and they're all fucking failed. Why? Because they're Call of Duty even though they're not Call of Duty and they don't understand why Call of Duty was successful. Open Page Rules is following that path as well. Hey John Big Boy, how you doing my good man? And you know, where's the rust? The battle damage? I don't fucking know, man. I've never heard that woman in my life. Shouldn't they be covered in blood too? Yeah, maybe a little bit. A wee little bit. Whew. Since they do a lot of... Yeah, pretty much they do a lot of killing. Hell no, red eyes. True. Again, the more you look at it, the worse it gets. Oh wait, wrong browser. Yeah, the more you look at it, the worse it gets, and you're just like, wait, these are meant to be Iron Warriors, they're meant to be corruptible, they're in the Eye of Terror, even though the fucking thing says Eye of Terror, the Ring of... They're in the Cadian Gate, and... As you can tell, I'm losing brain cells because most of my energy went to Arch, but even though I can just continue talking and keep going through this, and then I'm just gonna fucking sleep on the table, that has happened before, and... yeah, it's just done. Yeah, true, some blood spout can make some skulls too. Yeah, well, that'll be more of a world eaters then. But yeah, that can work. For me, I just want to see more battle damage onto the armor. Again, 1,000-year warrior that fought for so long just suddenly just has CSGO factory new skin, but with armor. 500 Vox engines, those who know. Most IPs have an identity issue. Yeah. It's not just an identity issue, it's also like, who are you selling to? I think that's what they don't understand either. Who are you selling this to? Why? If you're just selling because it's 40k and you're selling to a 40k audience because it's a big audience, then you're failed. I'm gonna be dead ass serious. This exactly happened with fucking Call of Duty. Lots of Call of Duties, copycats, did the exact same fucking thing because he was successful 2010 and later on, and so many fucking copied it. To the point that it used to be Call of Duty only and other games, and now almost everything to a certain extent is Call of Duty. And now we have extract shooters. Yeah, it's fun. So, yo, notifications do not work again? The fuck do you mean? The fuck do you mean? I'll figure out the donations thing, man, because fuck's sakes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna... Man. I'm not gonna bother. Because the donations alert is meant to be a donations alert. But for some reason, it doesn't alert. And I have to figure out why. At some point, yeah, I have to figure out why it doesn't do that. You sent me 2 donations? Alright. Let me have a look-see then. Let me have a look. Well, I did say, like, if the donations don't work, just let me know. Because there's most likely it's not gonna let me know whatsoever. Oh yeah, that's all I was gonna do. There we go. So, what am I doing? Yes. I don't want you guys to know my fucking secrets. Dashboard. No, that's not what I want. That's what I want. There we go. Oh, fuck me. Chompy Boy even gave me a donation yesterday. No, not yesterday, last stream. Yeah, I need to really sort out the super chats. It's just I don't know why it doesn't process through. Show activities. Wait, hold up. So it shows me subscriptions, or people who are subscribed. It doesn't show me donations. So I'm gonna figure out why. Everything else seems fine. It's just I have to figure out why. Okay. Chompy, my apologies. I did not see the fucking super chat. But let's check it on this stream now. All right, I've come to say hello now. Have you been today? I also agree because prospective people can do whatever they want in the novels. Yeah, so this was just basically me talking about novels, how novels are not canon, and it's just author's interpretation, really. So yeah, and also Clovic, my good man, thank you for the 2 super chats for €2 in total. You cheap bitch. Harry's, give me your credit card. You ruined my life. Actually, wasn't there a meme for that? Wasn't there a... Found it. I'm thinking about this one.
My local bank! Please misplace $495,450 in my bank account, and my life is yours!
Please misplace the money in my bank account, and my life is yours. That's what I'm thinking about right now in my head. I like he had another one, but it was with something with his wife. Oh no, it was Hercules, and he's having like the girl of his life in Disney movies. But then this voice actor just called his name. He's like, the one that got me so much, he was like, Hercules, you will not fuck my wife again. I'm like, what? Again? What the fuck you mean? Now, Lobby, you made a minor mistake with the word tournament, and you did the mistake of typing word. Bitch. I need to fix that. But yeah, there's nothing much of me to talk about, but I can give a quick glance with this. And then I really need to fucking sleep, so there's that. Normally I'll be doing 2-hour streams. Normally. But because I was like, let's get through these videos, get them done. And then, even though I'm just fucking... You know, that kind of shit. You get what I mean. Oh, gosh. But yeah, Choppy Boy, my bad man. Fuck. That actually annoys me. But I did say, like, the donations not might not work because... But hey, to be fair, multi-stream, very nice. But this gives me a lot of information of what I'm going to do next time if I do a next stream, if I'm bothered to do a next stream, and then fix a couple things that needs to be fixed, or else I'm not going to stream. I will fix this until it's done. Please misplace $495,450 in my bank account, and my life is yours. Goodness. You know what? I should. That's what I should have done. That's what I should have done this whole time. That's what I should have done this whole time. That's what I should have done. No, I don't want that one. I don't want this one. You can't see it, but I'm on a different browser. There we go. Okay. Let's take a look. It's not too bad. It's not too much. Can you imagine the price of that arc? Ouch. Easily 70-80 USD, more or less. Gotta cover the cost for those details, man. Gotta cover those costs. Twin something, so that means rerolls, I think. Twin linked is in the 7th edition thing, but it's essentially when you're doing your wound rolls, and if you fail a couple of dices, you can get to reroll them. That's what it essentially is. Yeah, but this one's not too bad. This one's not too bad. I'm assuming this is meant to be a war boss or anything, but the only thing I wish they could have added is maybe a little bit more spikes onto the shoulder pads, just to make him a little bit more menacing. Not too much, just a little bit, right? And maybe the axe a little bit bigger. I think that would be fine. But yeah, it seems like this is a different war boss. This one, it's alright. It's alright. Me on my way to face Nelop in a 1v1 Dawn of War battle. Bitch. Always remember, you're the first one to die, and I'm always the last one to live. I'm just saying. But yeah, claw not too bad. It's not too bad. Oh, it's even got the bullet punches, some artistic design. Other than that, yeah. Is there anything else? Oh, that's it. There's nothing much I can say about this model. It's just like, oh, it's okay. And it's because it's meant to be an orc boss, so they get it a little bit more bling. But it's not something like Angron, right? To be fair, it's nothing like Angron model. Because if you're looking at the Angron model, right? Yeah, I think this one will do. This Angron model, right? Maybe I'm just too tired, who knows. But when you look at the Yangro model, what am I meant to be focusing on? There's skulls here, skulls there, axe there, chain, wing piercing, skulls, sword, skull, fuck me, man. Skulls everywhere. There's a lot there's too much word clutter. Well, I'm going to go. I'll be on your next stream or showing up at your next house anyways. I'm seeing you loving people. Yeah. I just saw your fucking donation, Chumpy boy. I don't know if you were there, that I just read it out and talked about it. But, see you next time, my good man. But yeah, no, word, detail clutter. You just look at that and you're like, and it's really hard to focus on what is the main thing that this makes this character unique. This one, it's not too bad. I think I would have made focus more on his axe. Make the axe more focused, and that would be much better. But it seems like he's got a little squeak, little X. He's got a little gun on the side, so I think those are the main focuses. And then this one, mostly his focus is more on the helmet, claw. That's it. Anything else to say? I don't think that's it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. It's gotta be something that I've missed, but yeah. I'm gonna have some rest, and then I get it done. Okay. That is most of the stuff that I need to discuss about, and probably might not talk about it on a video. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to play some lo-fi hip-hop. Banger song. Ah, smooth music. Oh, yeah, it's so great. This is my face right now. I'm joining in not to yawn. 3.5 hours. You know what? It's not too bad compared to streams that I used to do in the past, so that's a different story. But I'll leave it here. Alright, fellas. My boys. I figure I'll find out what the fuck is going on with the donation alerts and all that. And I'll see why that doesn't fucking work. But until then, I'll see. I gotta figure out some couple things in the stream, figure it out, and then when I'm ready to stream again, I'll stream back in. But thankfully, the least I can do is just like 3 streams for this week, and then gotta go back to video editing. I got 3 audios ready to go. It's just getting the time to get my ass on and then just edit it. Because as you've seen with my recent videos is not the simplified version. It's just a little bit more than that. To sum up, Arch took, to be exactly 2 hours and 10 minutes. 3 hours to tell us paint change and Varric is still a shield. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright. Fellas, it was nice seeing you. Klovek, thank you so much for the donations. And Chompy Boy, I do sincerely apologize that I did not notice the super chat, because for some reason the chat doesn't even tell me. So, my apologies to that, my good man, but I did call it, I did bring it up, okay? You can't tell me that I didn't bring it up. But, thank you so much, my good man. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one, or I'll see you in the next video where I'm just going to start shitposting in the comments, and then I'll just be like, those fucking idiots. Other than that, goodbye, good night. I'm going to fucking bed. Unless I have to stay up the whole morning. Who knows? Adios.